This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
Brought to you by Double Quick, Keisha Caldwell Bankruptcy Express, Hometown Pharmacy and Hazard, Mountain Health Alliance, TPBT Bancorp, Primary Care Centers, Kentucky Farm Bureau Whitesburg, and Heidi Hoffensberger Law.
40
is
the
number 40. 40 years.
40 years.
That TVS Cable has brought you cable.
That's like your age.
Old.
That's how old.
Older than Cracker Barrel.
I don't think it's older than Cracker Barrel, but we had to say it.
It's definitely older than their new... Wait a minute. No, hang on. It's older than their new logo that's now old.
Yeah, I don't want to promote bullying, but internet bullying worked.
It did.
It did. We bullied them.
It did. We don't promote that behavior here at TVS Cable. 40 years in the running.
It's a long time.
Congratulations, everybody. And congratulations. I don't know how you feel about that. That's probably the first opinion of the night, but was that cowardice, you think, of Cracker Barrel, or was it the right thing to do?
I think it was soft. I think it was soft.
I do too.
Yeah,
So,
I think it was soft.
Just to catch you up at home, Cracker Barrel rebrands.
We're literally talking about it again.
They go with the new sign. Then later, after they get internet bullied, they go back to the old sign and bring back the old
We
dude
did it with
in a
Sonic's
barrel.
Eyes. We done it with Cracker Barrel.
We can do anything. The internet has endless possibilities, everyone. This is for the people that have actually had TVS Cable and still have it for the last 40 years. The internet is amazing.
Thank you, TVS Cable, for bringing us the internet.
Which takes us to Cat Talk. A tale as old as time. Talk about rebranding. We have a new team, and we
don't know them.
My father was really upset because he said we're going to be better than what me and Heavy D gave him credit for last week.
Okay. Can I say something about your dad?
I mean, is it good?
No, I mean, he stands Kentucky no matter what.
He does. He
Yeah.
bleeds blue.
Yeah.
He bleeds blue. And that
We're going to suck.
There's something honorable about that.
Sure.
And, we mentioned, so last week we mentioned Cutter Bowley. Calzada, is that how you say it? Yeah, that's how you say it. It's, do you eat your quesadilla with sauce or no sauce?
What? What do you mean sauce or no sauce? In it?
Yeah, the quesadilla
That's
at
the way,
Taco Bell.
That's the way it's supposed to come. I eat it like that.
I agree. Thank you. We were going to be on outs.
With more sauce to dip it in.
Yep, we were going to be on outs. Did
his name remind you of a Mexican dish?
It reminds me of, yes. I mean, it's calzada. I don't want to be away.
It's
but,
pizza.
All right, that's like a calzone.
Yeah, it's pizza. I know food.
Speaking of puns and plays on names, I'm trying to come up with a great fantasy football name. Maybe I'll bring that up next Friday.
Yeah,
I'll save that.
Let me
for
think
next
on
Friday.
it.
Okay, we'll save that for next Friday. I'll run it by you. So Calzada is our starting quarterback, and the man. Speaking of 40,
grown man.
Yep. Speaking of 40, he's actually 25. You looked it up today.
I was just okay. Full transparency. Not super familiar with him, so I had to look him up. He's grown completely. Had a COVID year.
Yep.
He's graduated completely. Doesn't even go to college. Probably works at like a 7-Eleven.
Or a doctor.
Oh, you could be a doctor, yeah, because you got a degree. So I didn't go to college, obviously.
All right, so Calzada, and he actually has a great playing background. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring this up because
Ohio State?
my dad put the, he put this effort in. I'm gonna actually say this out, but
Dad.
actually he's 23 years old. I'm sorry. He started his career
Bad
at Texas
information.
A&M in 2019. Yeah, if we're going to say it, it's got to be correct. Came off the bench to get a win over number 1 Alabama when he was at Texas A&M. Transferred to Auburn. He had shoulder problems. He's now healthy.
Oh, good. We got an injured quarterback.
And then speaking of this crazy transfer, we actually have this cool story of Tranium.
Tranium. It's an element. Oh, his name.
Yes.
Yeah. Trianum. Trinum.
It's interesting because he played at Kentucky for the last year, I guess, 2 years. Really had this injury-plagued run, I guess not run, at Kentucky. And then he originally started his career at Toledo.
Yeah, Toledo, I think.
And then he went to Ohio State.
Yeah, and then Kentucky and Toledo.
Very indecisive, just like the CEO of Cracker
And he's
Barrel.
coming back to Kentucky Saturday.
And he's coming
tomorrow.
back to Kentucky. What are the odds that the
Well, they're pretty
universe would have him come back? The line is -9.5. We talked about, me and somebody talked about receivers today. Actually, that was me and my father. But we have this crazy, we talked about this last week, of like 6 or 7 possibilities at wide receiver. But I want to say Macklin is going to be our favorite. And we do have Happy Gilmore.
Really fast, right?
Really fast.
Yeah.
I guess related to the Macklin that played at, actually, this Macklin played at Missouri as well. But you remember Jeremy Macklin?
Jeremy Macklin.
Yeah, you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Very gifted wide receiver. So I expect him to kind of rise to the top of that receiving core. And then, of course, I'm very interested to see if they fit in Quisenberry.
Quisenberry, yeah.
Why are these names so hard? We got Calzada, Trianium, and Quisenberry.
Well, it's not Brown Smith Johnson.
Why? How? America really is the melting pot of the world.
It's beautiful.
So at any rate, 9.5.
Sounds fair.
I think it's do or die time now. You made your season predictions last week. We've now seen what Las Vegas thinks at -9.5, and that's actually up. It was, somebody had told me 7,
and it might move.
And then I looked, it was 9. By the time I bet it moves back down by the time kickoff tomorrow. Better lay it down right now if you want that 9.5. So, and I do not. But where you stand? Where do you stand?
I mean, look, I have low expectations. I'd like to see them play good football. But I think they're going to lose.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
At 12:45 against Toledo Rockets.
Yes.
And Trianium.
Quesadilla. What if he has a great game?
No sauce on quesadilla.
No, saucy quesadilla Trianium. Calzone. Calzadeno. What's his name?
Calzada.
I was close. Calzone.
I think that I'm going to end the, I almost said in memory, but my father's alive watching this at home right now.
Wow.
So I'm going to say in honor, in respect of my father's wishes. I'm actually taking Kentucky. I think it's going to be closer than 9.5. I wouldn't touch the 9.5 point spread, but I think Kentucky wins. We win by a score. Made some great points today. As emotionally, you got to feel like this team, everybody's down on them, including us last week. I'm sure they went back and ran this as locker talk.
They absolutely are talking about us right now.
Yeah, they were like, hey, watch these guys down in Hyman last week, and these guys know what they're talking about, and they downed you.
I'm absolutely sure it's on everybody's footage.
Stoops rolled the footage this week. And
is he still our coach?
Yes, he's still the coach as of right now, at this moment. Okay. And they are going to come emotionally charged tomorrow and get this win at home because they're like, we're going to win more than 2 games that Dusty said we'd win.
We've talked more about them than they deserved, I think.
Which takes us to the Friday rerun that we actually have stats on yet. We are, of course, our high school kicked off last week. our high school kicked off last week. College really getting rolling this week. A couple big matchups for tomorrow, including that Texas-Ohio State that everybody's got circled at high noon.
Yeah.
Can't wait to watch it. But high school football happened last week in full swing and on the schedule. And, of course, we have that rerun for you as you were tuned in here, I'm sure.
Insert rerun noise here now.
For the Knott County Central Patriots and the Harlan Green Dragons last week. But we have other scores and information for you around the high school football in the coverage area. First, we had Hazard over Moco. Hazard travels to the Rec Bowl in Montgomery County, and from what I understand, like 35 unanswered points to rally, 46-14, 43-14, whatever it was.
I'd like to have been there.
I would too. It's funny because I saw a post early in the game that was like downing the Dogs as they were down.
Saying and they came back.
And they came back and just rallied and went on this crazy scoring spree to take over that game and win in very convincing fashion at a 5A Montgomery County. Impressed?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome. Hazard's going to hazard, but coming back from being down is different than what they normally get to do.
Right. And I think to be able to do it there and just in that fashion.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's really early, but I'm really impressed. I left last season impressed by what Hazard and the momentum was kind of leaning toward, and I think it's continued. I think it's fair to say it's continued over into 2025.
Yeah. Well, and, your prediction last week was you were on it that Hazard's going to be great.
Hey.
So it goes.
Thank you.
Right.
One prediction that me and you both got wrong was Breathitt.
Yeah.
Getting beat, giving up 50 to Middlesboro.
I guess maybe we underestimated Middlesboro.
Yeah, I think the heart of the problem is that we didn't know anything about Middlesboro.
Look, give us a break, all right? It's the first week. All right, it's the first week. You never know who's going to play good, what's going to go on.
The question probably is, will you pick against Breathitt this week? Time will tell. And Heavy D's Prophecies, which is coming up later.
Every day is new for me, so I don't look at the past at all.
Breathitt loses on the road 50-36, 50-38, and I didn't bring my notes directly out here. This is from core. This is just right off the top of my head from memory. So please be impressed. Yeah. So I don't know. Giving up 50 is alarming, but let's all remember last year. Did that hit you?
Ouch.
Did it hit you?
It's a chair.
I mean, I wasn't worried about you, but I was just wondering.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Okay. Just alarming, giving up 50 points, but Breathitt kind of in this similar fashion last year. Defense struggled early on in the year, picks it up at the end of the year. They won 4 in a row. I would expect the same from Breathitt County this year. Probably get that momentum going tonight. Also, we have, I'll let you take that one.
The Leslie loss.
Williams, we did predict that one.
Yeah, we figured that, right?
Williamsburg traditionally great in single A.
What was that score? Do you know?
I think that one was like 36-6, 38-6. I'm within 2 or 3 points on all these.
Nice.
38-6, 36-6. I think it was 38. Williamsburg, the Yellow Jackets, who are orange and black, mind you, they kind of took care of business in the fashion that we thought they would against Leslie. Do not trick me. It'll be interesting to see what happens tonight. The guys behind the camera are beautiful camera crew are trying to trick us into thinking the ball's coming over our heads now. I am a little bit scared.
I'm not.
Are you scared of drones?
I've already been hit.
Okay. Perry lost on 80. They'll also play there tonight against a tough Bell County team that beat Campbellsville last week. More coming up on that and Heavy D's Prophecies. Perry lost 20. Yeah, Perry lost 21-0. How you feel about that one?
Feels like they're going to start 0-2. But
don't give away any prophecies.
That's not a prophecy, but I just mean that's a pretty weak start to not score anything.
That's fair. We listened to the first part of the game on the way home, and there was a couple turnovers to start. It really neither team could really capture momentum. And North probably went home considering this an ugly win, but they win nonetheless 21
Yeah, they probably
to
should have
nothing.
scored more points.
Not the primetime preview last week, the primetime game that you watched here last week of Knott versus Harlan Green Dragons, and Knott, of course, in dominant fashion.
Slobber knocker.
As surprise to no one, 50-0. We listened to a little bit of that one on the way home, but I kind of, when we was walking out of the stadium, we had that feeling.
Yeah, we was like, I don't think we were in the car yet, and they had scored. It's like, it didn't smell like a 50 burger yet, though.
Yeah. I mean, 50.
50's a lot.
Yeah, 50's a lot. 50 zip is a lot. I mean, especially you consider you get that running clock now.
How do you not
okay,
accidentally score?
It happens. I mean, it happens. Obviously, it happens. And then that takes us to maybe an accidental score at the end of the game for Letcher. Letcher.
Well,
I didn't mean that. Letcher, Johnson Central, and that one was something to 6.
Do you want
48 to 6?
Do you want me to say how right I was?
You were right.
Yeah.
I didn't think you would be that right.
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
it's a prophecy.
We get into the stats on that one, and I really, we could have got into stats for all these, but the Letcher.
I was going to say their stats are.
Well, what was really alarming on the Letcher side of the ball was, Gunner obviously had a hard time against this Johnson Central front. Cooper Bates comes in and kind of scores, throws the lone touchdown, I guess, in kind of like this JV play period for the Cougars.
I was say it was
but a young athlete that looks great. He's going to
be good.
I don't know. We'll see if Letcher can't rebound in a big-time way here tonight. I won't let you say anything to that end yet.
I'm not going to say anything.
Great. Which takes us to our let's talk about the great things that happened last weekend in our touchdown rundown. Who's up there? Jeremiah, can you run that across the bottom of the screen? Our touchdown rundown.
No.
Coming up now. I'm giving you plenty of time and speaking very slow so you can make that come across the screen.
He said no.
I wish we could hear them.
We can.
Josh, can we make that happen? So, touchdown rundown. I will start. He's got it. William Shoptaw, who everybody was raving about in these summer workouts.
Great name.
I love the name. The older Sammy Shoptaw is a great basketball player going to play for South Alabama. So, Shoptaw, sophomore quarterback at Hazard. Everybody's raving about him over the summer. And he put it down on paper with 3 touchdowns last week in that run against Moco in the second half.
Preston Hall had 3.
So Preston Hall also with 3 touchdowns last week. Race Linden for the Dogs.
Dogs.
With 2 last week. Senior back, got 1 catch and got 1 running.
Gavin Johnson had 1.
Excellent receiver from Hazard with 1 touchdown. Corbin Fletcher also with 1.
All these people are just from Hazard. No, Garrett Howard had 1.
There you go. So, touchdown for the Cougars last week came from Garrett Howard. All right, Connor Napier with 1.
And then Carson Hall had 2.
That's right. Carson Hall, quarterback for the Knott County Central Patriots, comes in and went like 4 for 4 through 2 touchdowns. Isaiah Wilkerson with 2.
The only defensive touchdown.
Out of all these touchdowns that we're running to you in the touchdown rundown, the only defensive touchdown.
Was it a pick 6?
Mr. Oz, I think it was a fumble recovery. Okay. Brady's probably off screen, probably not. Yeah, fumble recovery for the Patriots. Isaiah Wilkerson with the lone 1 defensive touchdown, but he scored 2 on the game.
And then Shane Gibson had 1.
Payson Dials with 2.
Chance Ambergy had 1.
Miles Holland had 1.
Eli Thomas had 1.
Jaden Gibson had 2.
Braden Barnett had 1.
And this is for the Bobcats as we round out Austin Barker with 1.
A lot of touchdowns.
A lot, but we take into consideration, like, you would think that Leslie would probably score some more here tonight. And here we go. They got the energy. And Perry probably Perry probably going to get off the snide tonight with a couple touchdowns. So I would expect this list to grow. Letcher's going to score more tonight. This list is going to grow.
I want Gunner on this list.
Gunner's going to be on the list after tonight.
Gunner will be here.
We have faith. All right. Speaking of, we're moving fast, but this is good. Speaking of the Letcher County Central Cougars and Gunner, it is time for our primetime preview.
Primetime. Deion Sanders on the screen right now.
We can make that happen later. I'm getting the thumbs up, which means we have it on the screen. Primetime preview. Keeping things professional here at TBS Cable. 40 years. Letcher versus Leslie. I'm going to let you tell us your thoughts. I don't think you can give a prediction
Not gonna
yet.
give a prediction.
You got to save that for Heavy D's Prophecies.
But it's hard to talk about it without saying they're going to score a lot of touchdowns. I didn't say Leslie won't. I just said Letcher's going to score a lot of touchdowns.
Me and you have both looked at these stats coming in last week. You see, Mason Stevens. You see Jed Outlaw. You see Garrett Howard pop up in this stat sheet against a really good Johnson Central team. A Johnson Central team, mind you, that may make a run when it comes to the KHSAA state playoffs. And so you feel like Gunner and the boys bust loose tonight.
Well, and at the end of the season, what's going to make this loss in week 1 better is the final record of both teams.
Right, yeah.
It's going to make this, the first loss, better.
Yeah, I agree. And Coach Matthews doesn't mind this, and that's what I love and respect about him so much is he doesn't mind to play a tough run into the schedule, especially in this district realignment where we know Letcher's district now looks completely different and way more competitive.
All the districts, right.
Than what it was. And so, let's get this tough lesson out of the way in this first game at a neutral site at Shelby Valley against Johnson Central. Lick our wounds, pick it back up, and go full steam tonight.
And now they get a chance to do some things they didn't get a chance to do last week.
Absolutely. And you got to see some weaknesses. I know you're mentioning Gunner, and I expect heavy dose of Gunner tonight. But I got to expect a real heavy dose of Garrett Howard, too.
I would think
physical
so.
run, like probably a situation where you're either opening up hot with the pass or you're opening up hot on the ground, and they feed off of each other. Probably, we start with the ground game, we move to the passing game. We start with the passing game, we're moving to the running game. That's the one thing I'm interested to see from the Cougars tonight is which of those approaches they may take.
And I'm sure that they're going to be, testing stuff they didn't get to test last week because of that big front that they faced.
Absolutely.
And trying plays they didn't get to try, plays working that they didn't get to work last week. But also defensively, the Cougars are going to show up, I think.
Oh, you know what? Speaking to that end, we left off the Leslie County, the one Leslie County touchdown last week.
Oh, right.
Caden Hubbard. Caden and Caden. Caden to Caden last week. Caden Shepard, Caden Hubbard.
Caden Hubbard to Caden Shepard.
So we left off the Leslie touchdown. Forgive us, Eagles fans, but there it is.
We're still there.
And I would expect that those are the two names that you're probably going to see pop up tonight from Leslie County.
Probably a healthy dose of them.
Oh, absolutely. Caden and Caden. And I noticed last week we watched where did I watch that? I came home and watched a little bit of the stream of Williamsburg and Leslie and listened a little bit on the radio. And they came out that, they threw the ball. And that surprised me a little bit. How this works is a lot of teams in a growing year or a building year, they kind of settle with the ground and pound 3 yards in a cloud of dust ground game. And
which is the norm.
Yeah, from what I listened to, they didn't really do that.
And Leslie had how many rushing yards last week? 0?
Not 0, but not a lot. And to that end, I would expect that tonight Coach Brian Hubbard will stick to the ground game a little bit more in hopes of keeping it out of Gunner's
I think so. That's what I was going to say. Just pound it and eat the clock.
Absolutely.
Because that's their plan is pound it and eat the clock. And I think Letcher's plan is to score.
And we're talking a lot about Letcher licking wounds and learning lessons from last week as the band rolls down. We talked about
get a good cadence.
The pep band. Yeah, they got the cadence coming down the stairway right now. It's like Hawaiian night. You see a couple flower necklaces here and there. The lays.
Flower necklaces? You're not saying lays?
Yeah, I'll say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the lays on.
Oh, she's got a
You
football
guys
necklace?
just smile and wave. We got this with the cheerleaders last week. Hey, there we go. There's a smile and a wave. Can we?
You're on camera.
Can we
Everybody's
hit it
on
like
camera.
one time? Give us something. Give us something. Just a little. Here we go.
You're gonna get him in trouble.
There we go. He got it. He's in trouble. He's not in trouble.
See, now he's in trouble.
They don't care. He got one blow of the trumpet.
So much trouble.
Blow that one time. One time. No, this guy. Blow that one time. Hit it. Yes.
Yeah. That was nice.
That, tuba? That was great.
Yes. Probably.
Great job.
Hebrew.
Great job. Great cadence. We
Okay.
love the band.
Bro, I'm a band kid.
Oh yeah, when we mentioned the band earlier as they were lining up, you really you was really taking a
I
you were really sticking
my
up
miles,
for the boys.
Baby. I marched my miles.
That's amazing.
With one of those on with this kid.
This guy?
Yeah.
Where's the sticks at? Can he hit that one time? Where's your stick at?
There
Hit
it
that
is.
one. Hey! Shout out LCC band, man. They
That
got
was
it
nice.
going on. It's Hawaiian night. But I don't want to leave out the Leslie County Eagles. I mean, they also, in the same fashion, probably learned a lot from last week.
For sure.
And it's like I've been talking about all preseason is if anybody can get these guys built back up, it's Coach Hub. So, I would expect that heavy dose of Caden to Caden. But
Yeah.
I got to expect some ground game tonight.
And, Letcher Central could come out just the same way they did last week and not look great. It could happen.
That's true too.
mean,
like, do you
carries
come
over,
out,
man.
do you-
Hangover.
Do you come out here with like guns blazing, or is it kind of like a hold on?
Well, you
like
think
it
if
takes a
Leslie
while
gets a
to stoke
turnover,
this fire?
If Leslie gets a turnover early,
Yeah,
how much that would change everything.
absolutely. We saw that last week, and me and you watched a really good middle school team last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
That was so fun.
That was so fun. Me and Heavy D went up to the booth, ran the music, worked the PA for Letcher County Middle last week, and shout out to Letcher County Middle, who has a great football team, and we had a blast.
The whole setup down there is awesome.
New setup. We played around with that PA, man. It was a blast. I've never worked the PA. I've not worked, I've not done
did
a lot
great.
of
It was
announcing.
awesome.
Thanks, bro. But at one point, the coach on the field was like, "Can you turn it
Turn
down?"
it down, yeah. DJ Tuttle was like, no.
Like, what?
Yeah.
We're at this game. We're trying to get hype. Like, we ain't turning this
No, we're just
down.
trying to play Kendrick for all these kids.
Come on. That stadium was getting hype. Don't shut me down, coach. But it was a blast. They got a heck of a team. But I was thinking about this Eastridge team and the game before that played Perry. And, you look at both teams, and Perry was so, big, athletic, and Eastridge was probably a little small, super athletic. But Eastridge stayed in that game with just like turnover here, good run here, first down there, playing up on a penalty here. So, anything possible tonight for Leslie County.
You know good and well, Coach, that kids are still kids.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, and stuff happens, they get in their head.
We could write on this paper as much as we want. Kids are still kids.
Yeah, dude. And things happen to kids, and
Which is fine.
yeah.
We're not laying bets on. This isn't on FanDuel. So, primetime preview wrapping up, which takes me to the funnest time of the show, the funnest portion of the show for me.
It's the most fun portion for you.
It is, because I like to see you have fun.
Okay. I'm with you.
So we are going to Heavy D's Prophecies.
We'll just do prophecies, and there's some sparkles here. I got some. We'll get some for next time. Here comes the best team on the field.
Heavy D's Prophecies. He got it. Here they are. They're making their way down the stairs. The band got a shout out. You guys get a shout out. Best team on the field. Right here. No laundry on the field tonight. No flags.
No flags.
No flags. Let's see if we can have a game with no flags.
Let's get home.
They'll put anybody on the white hat. I know that much. What's up, man? You good? Yeah, I'm great, man. I'm great. Good luck tonight. Have a great game. Y'all look great. Hey, Jane, what's up, baby? You good? Yeah, he's working. He's our cameraman. Yeah, he's a cameraman. Yeah, the best team on the field rolling out tonight.
Sure.
Spuds and the boys. Expect a great call game.
Let's get out of here in an hour and a half.
All right. Heavy D. We keep getting distracted. Heavy D's Prophecies.
Going back to Knott County team at Jackson. Is it Jackson?
Jackson County. Why does that say
I don't
Jackson
know.
B?
So when I was reading these, I was really confused who Jackson B is, and I was looking them up. I couldn't find them. So I was like, I'm pretty sure it's just Jackson County. So
interesting fact, this is Jackson County's first game of the year.
I was going to say, they didn't play.
Yep, they didn't play last week, so not at Jackson.
So we don't know anything about Jackson, right? So I got to take the team I know something about. Do you know anything about Jackson last year?
Well, yeah, Jackson struggled. They struggled last year.
I take Knott.
It's an easy pick.
I think Knott by 2 touchdowns.
Now, the Leslie cheerleaders are playing it smart. They could have walked around the camera, but instead they're being ushered behind the camera.
Behind the camera.
Yeah, it's smart.
Yeah,
smart. Oh, we had
good.
one try to get loose, and
It's okay.
Coach said no.
Just trying to get people on
Get
camera.
behind the camera.
It's
We
okay.
tried, girls.
We did our best to
Yep,
make you guys
we
famous.
tried. We tried to get you guys on.
Bale at Perry. Bale at Perry. Bale's record. Bale won last week, right?
They beat Campbellsville last week. 30-24 is a good
That's what I was
Campbellsville
gonna
team, and Bell takes care of business 30-24.
You know what? I take Bale coming back. You know I'm going to.
I thought you were going to say Perry
No,
for a minute because
no.
you were like, you know what? I was like,
Save
whoa.
it. Save
I was
that.
like, whoa,
We're
bro,
almost
don't-
there yet.
Okay.
Bale by 6 touchdowns. Hazard at Whitley. Man, I still think Hazard's going to show out.
Okay.
I think they're going to show out the whole time.
Okay.
I'm not even giving a prediction for that because I think it'd be insulting.
Okay.
Hazard wins by a lot.
Okay.
Powell at Breathitt. How did Powell do last week?
Powell won last week against Eminence. They are 1-0. They won in a close game.
That's a cool name, bud.
It might have also been 30-24. It was a one-score game against Eminence last week.
So, I don't see Powell beating Breathitt. So, I think Breathitt. I'm going to pick Breathitt again, even though we're wrong about them last week.
It's fine.
Breathitt again over Powell by a touchdown. And then the game tonight that we're here for, behind us, Leslie at Letcher. Not going to pick against Letcher 2 weeks in a row. Hometown boys bring it all the way home. Gunner shows out. I think you have some new receivers show up, some new dudes catch some balls. You're going to get some opportunities tonight. I think Letcher wins by a lot.
By a lot.
Yeah.
You want to say a score? I mean, it's our primetime preview. We should give a score of the primetime preview. As a tiebreaker, we should give a score.
36-6.
Oh, wow. It's almost the same exact score that Leslie would have lost by last week, but I love it. I love that. Okay.
Well, I knew I heard it somewhere.
So, just to catch you up to speed, Heavy D last week was 4-2, and myself was 4-2, and it was really odd the way it played out. Is that we tied, but we totally picked different on not each game. We had a couple we were, agreeance on, but for us to both finish 4-2 in the first week, I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So I'm going to break the tie tonight. Actually, I'm not because not at Jackson County. I am 1,000% taking the Pats, the Pats, Pats. Funny story. I was at a volleyball game this week, and there was no music at this game, and it was so quiet in a timeout. No cheerleaders, obviously, no music. So quiet, and the guy stands up, and he's like, P-A-T-S, Pats, Pats.
That's cool.
Well, and it got a few of the little, the Knott County fans, they go in. They did it a couple times.
Yeah.
And then they, look over at the Jenkins side and, a challenge. And I was like, man.
CAV, did you give him a CAVS?
I had on our district championship shirt, and all the boys, like we had all the team there with us, and they were looking at me like they want me to do this. And I was like, man, do I go redneck right here and just stand up? Like,
I'm so interested. Did you do it?
I didn't do it.
Oh, lame.
And I think the reason that I'm venting about this in, on public and like open air camera is because I wish I would have.
Yeah. Yeah. Were you tired?
I was tired. We lost. Yeah. I was afraid I would stand up, look like a fool, and we lose. I don't know. So next time.
You do this show.
Next time. I don't know who you are, Parent Man, but.
Parent Man.
Next time, Pats Man.
That's it.
They went by.
Found one.
We
Found
missed them. But next time, you'll get the Cavs chant. Wait till you come to J-Town. All right.
I'll be
so 4-2 last week. I'll do it. Not at Jackson. I'm taking the PATS, Pats. Bell at Perry. I hate for a Mark Dixon team to start out 0-2, but I cannot deny Coach Dudley. I'm taking Bell at Perry after they won a close one last week, and they've proven themselves to be traditionally amazing. I'm taking them. Hazard at Whitley. I'm taking Hazard because I'm obviously a believer in the Dogs. But I will say Whitley, I've been to Whitley and watched a game. The Cougars and Whitley were, of course, in the same district for the longest time.
They're usually pretty good.
Yeah, and usually pretty good. Usually them and Letcher is a great game. So I'm like a little, and I didn't know that much about Moco other than the fact that they're a 5A school that's probably considered pretty good traditionally. So I'm taking the Dogs, but I'm not so convincing fashion as you were maybe. I'm taking the Dogs in a close game. I think it's going to be like a 1-2 score game.
He's nicer than I am.
And then Powell at Breathitt. I think Breathitt comes out on the Riverbanks tonight. This is their first home game of the year. I think they have all these returners that are out to prove something tonight. So I'm taking the Cats in a big way on the Riverbanks tonight. I think they beat Powell. Something to the story of, 38-14, something like that. They may get another one.
Why you always
up
make the
and
same
make it
picks
in the
as me?
40s. That's not the same exact pick. We are going flush tonight, which is why it was important to pick a score for Leslie at Letcher. Man, I know that Leslie cannot be tied down long, man. They are going to fight like this caged animal backed up into a corner tonight. And I think you can expect a really good game through the first quarter and a half of this game. Maybe even bleeding over into the second half. I think you expect the Eagles to just fight.
Hey, baby. And it's Friday night. Anything can happen.
We talked about that. All it takes is one fumble, one great drive, something to just kill momentum, one bad call by Spuds.
God forbid a big injury.
No injury. No injury. We're hoping for no injury, no flags tonight.
No flags at all. We're going straight home.
Straight home. So I expect Leslie to put up an amazing boxing match this first half, but I do expect the Cougs to run away with it, which, by the way, I copy wrote and people use it, and that makes me upset.
Cougs?
But the Cougs.
You could sue them.
Yeah, I probably could. The Cougs run away in the second half. What was your score?
I don't know.
You said 38.
It's on camera.
36
I don't have to remember
6.
things.
You said 36 to 6. I'm glad I have the memory. Are we noticing this at home?
It's on camera. I don't have to remember it.
I take vitamins. 36 is that fish oil. It helps your memory.
Take your vitamins.
I'm going closer. I'm going is this a lot closer, like 30, like 32-16, there's something weird.
Yeah, congratulations.
30,
you have 6 point difference than what I had.
32-12. I actually think it might be
closer.
Okay, 28-12.
Sure.
How about that?
You're so nice. He's such a nice guy.
I'm a nice guy. I got the rep for it. Heavy D's Prophecies. Write those down at home. Listen, comment tonight. We had a great. I thought we had last week. Great success in the first show of the new season. Maybe shout us out some ideas. Shout us out some comments.
Kids' names.
If we're
missing people, we're sorry. It's a lot of stuff to go through.
Absolutely. If you've got names that you want some shout outs, we are here for it. we will absolutely shout them out. Matter of fact, I meant to do this earlier, but, we don't talk enough about the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
We should have we have the touchdown rundown. We need to do like a tackle something.
Give us your ideas. Give us your ideas.
So I do want to shout out Race Linden last week for Hazard for the Dogs had 13 tackles, which we know anytime we're running into a situation that's a lot of tackles.
A lot of tackles.
Letcher last week, Mason Stevens, along with, catches, obviously, for 46 yards. He had 10 tackles on the defensive side of the ball, so I was impressed by that. Garrett Howard.
He had to be wore out.
With the lone touchdown, also had 9 tackles. Perry was crazy. Caden Haddix had 15 tackles for the Doors last week. 15 tackles. Bryson Johnson had 12. Tyson Riley had 11 tackles last week. Of course, we mentioned Isaiah Wilkerson of the Pats had the lone defensive touchdown last week in our touchdown rundown. So, anything like that, defensive plays, we'll shout them out.
You did the whole second, the tackle box. You did it.
Tackle box. Is that it?
No, that's ridiculous.
I like that.
It's not a fishing show.
I like that.
Well, you got the memory, I got the brain.
40 years we've been able to keep our head above water. Survival, TVS cable. We appreciate you tuning in at home.
And another 40 coming.
There's another 40 coming. We will be setting right here. We are at the beautiful, that's right, 40 years. How old will you be?
35.
I love that mindset. Beautiful Letcher County. We're on the hill in Ermine. You are tuned in for the Letcher County Cougs and the Leslie County Eagles. Please enjoy. We're throwing it to the boys upstairs. You're probably going to have like some kind of commercial break, and then it's going to be the boys upstairs. See if you can hit that camera.
So
hang on.
Just did it.
Have fun tonight. We'll see you next week. That wraps it up that's my bowl before the whistle. We'll see you next.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Good evening to all of our wonderful viewers who are tuned in tonight to Hometown 24, the #1 sports station in the mountains. We'd like to welcome you to the gorgeous campus of Letcher County Central for the Bank of Hyman Friday night game of the week between the visiting Leslie County Eagles and the Letcher Central Cougars. And I am blessed to be here alongside Jenkins basketball legend, standout official who'll be working with me tonight doing the color, Roger Brian Johnson. Brian, you couldn't ask for better weather for a Friday night football game.
No, it's beautiful, Jim. I tell you, we got up here on the campus of Letcher County Central. The sun's starting to go down. The Weather's perfect. It's not too hot. We got the teams been on the field for the last 45 minutes or so, going through their warm-ups. We're getting ready to have a fantastic football game here tonight.
Yeah, Letcher Central and Leslie both rough games last week. Both teams really wanting to win tonight. First home game for Letcher Central. Leslie was at home last week and lost to Williamsburg. But what we'll do here, we've got a couple of minutes for the anthem, and let's let you go ahead and break down the Leslie County Eagles and what we expect to see tonight.
All right, now last week the Leslie County Eagles, they played a tough Williamsburg team, and they got the new head coach, Brian Hubbard. He replaced the longtime Leslie County fixture, Eddie Melton, over there. He's in a rebuilding phase this year for the Eagles. I think he returns 3 starters from last year's squad. And like we said, they faced Williamsburg last week, and Williamsburg's a pretty good ball team, Jim.
Yeah, they consistently have a great team over there.
Yeah, and they're hoping to get back on the winning track tonight up here at the Cougar Den against Letcher County Central. Some of the key players you need to watch out for Leslie. On the offensive side of the ball is going to be their quarterback. He's junior, Caden Hubbard. Their tight end, Braden Holland, Mason Lewis, and Jeremiah Sparks, in the backfield. And on the defensive side of the ball, you got to watch for the junior Braden Holland as well. He's their linebacker. He patrols through there, and he kind of runs that defensive front.
Yeah, he's a very physical player. And, we watched Leslie County. We both watched the film from the Williamsburg.
Yeah.
And, you see Leslie County, really a pass-heavy offense.
Yeah, they're going to spread. They're going to spread the field. They're going to spread the offense out, and they're going to try to throw the ball at a pretty high clip. But they're going to have to try to protect the quarterback and give him some time to get his reads and get his checkdowns and things, and try to give him some time to get the ball to his receiver.
Yeah, and it's kind of almost, you say it every week, but, really it always comes down to what those big boys up front do on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. Quarterback's got to have time to throw it, and on the other side, that defensive line's got to be able to hold the line.
Yeah, whoever controls the line of scrimmage is going to win the ball game.
And, that's an adage that we hear every week, but it's true.
But it's true. If you control the line in the trenches, you're going to control the tempo of the game. You're going to be able to do what you want to do. Therefore, you're going to be able to control what happens on your end.
On the defensive side of the ball, it looked like they were running a 4-3, and they tried to stun a lot, but they really didn't have a lot of success getting into Williamsburg's backfield.
Yeah, and that I think that goes back to Williamsburg's experience. Very experienced team, very good team.
Quick.
They had skill players. They picked up all the stunts. They gave their guys time, and they controlled what they needed to control. They controlled the line of scrimmage, therefore they got to control the tempo of the game and got to control what they were doing.
Yeah, and you could tell they were experienced. They were really smooth for week 1, or, week 0, as they say. Williamsburg was very smooth offensively. One of the things, they got players out in space, and Leslie County was not great at open field tackling.
No, they had trouble containing those players. And, Williamsburg, they had skilled players.
Yeah.
And those skilled players, that's what you do. You try to get those guys out in space, get them the ball, let them do what they do, and try to beat the defensive players one-on-one. And Leslie struggled with them a little bit. And Leslie's young. They've not been in that situation before. So we'll see if they can correct that tonight and see what they can do against the Cougars here this season.
Well, you can't replace a Landry Collett. And
exactly.
He was the starter over there for a long time, and what a wonderful job he did. And, it's going to take a while for them to, and not just that, they lost all their skill players basically. Bring 3 starters back.
It's 3 starters back. It's going to be tough. You're right.
We're going to have, looks like the national anthem's getting ready to queue up here in a second. And when we come back from the break, we are going to go over Letcher Central and talk about a little bit of their game last week and what we can expect from them this week. So we'll be right back in a minute.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
School's in session, and so are the savings at Appalachian Wireless. Right now, get an iPhone 14 for just $1. Yes, that's just $1 when you trade in any eligible device or sign up today for an unlimited or mix and match plan with a 2-year agreement. It's the perfect way to head back to school with the latest tech without breaking the bank. Hurry, this offer ends August 31st or while supplies last. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us on the web at AppalachianWireless.com because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
Hey, welcome back to Letcher County Central for Friday Night Lights. Just had a wonderful rendition of the national anthem by senior Letcher County Central soccer standout Sophia Hogg, who did a wonderful job.
Absolutely.
Brian?
Yes, absolutely.
And, you can travel around, and, we love basketball. 14th region tournament's great for us, but, man, there's just something special about these Friday Night Lights.
Yes, out here in the atmosphere, out here in the outside, the smell of the grass. In this case, we got turf. Most of the fields around here now are turf. Not like when we were growing up playing. But, yeah, it's just a beautiful atmosphere, a good crowd on hand here tonight. The color guard's getting ready to leave the field. We're getting ready to get things kicked off here.
Yeah, we've got about 5 minutes to kick off, so there's still a line of traffic coming up the hill. But let's break down a little bit Letcher County Central, Brian. Last week they took one on the chin from Johnson Central. And, losing to Johnson Central is not a – they're
nothing to hang your head about.
No, and that's exactly right. And, I talked to some of the coaches Monday, and it was one of those worst-case scenarios for the Cougars. I think that their field position the first 3 times was inside the 15. Really, just everything that went wrong, that could go wrong, went wrong.
Went wrong, yeah. Yeah, they're looking to bounce back tonight in a big way. But like you said, when you're playing Johnson Central, who is a perennial power in Eastern Kentucky and in the state, there's nothing really to hang your head about on a team like Johnson Central.
So let's talk a little bit about Letcher Central, Brian, and I'll let you kind of lead in on that and, just kind of go over what we can expect from here tonight.
Well, as we will talk about Letcher Central, we got Coach Junior Matthews. This is his 10th season back as the head coach. Like we talked about last week, they lost to Johnson Central, a powerhouse. We've moved to the new 3A football, look to try to get back against Leslie County tonight. Some of the key players we're going to look at on the offensive side, of course, going to be our 3-year quarterback, Gunnar Holbrook, who's shown growth at the position year in and year out.
Brian Gunnar, a lot of pressure on that quarterback right now. He's kind of his 3rd year in the program and, expecting big things from him.
Yeah, like when he was younger, if he made a mistake or whatever, it was like, well, he's young, but now he's got that under his belt. The expectation is super high for him, and that young man puts a lot of pressure on himself as well. But then you've got the skill players back. You've got Jed Outlaw, one of his favorite receivers. And you get the ball out to Jet, he's a 6'3", lanky wide receiver, got some speed, got some elusive moves. They're going to try to get the ball to him. Also, you got Mason Stevens, number 3 for us, is another one of our playmakers. So I think you're going to see the Cougars try to spread the ball, get the ball to their playmakers, let them do the thing that they need to do.
Yeah, you talk about, offense, and one thing that I talked to the coaches all summer, and they were so confident about, was their defense. And the defense starts with number 34 in the middle linebacker position. Could you get to go over a little bit about the Cougar defense?
Well, that like we say, we need to control the line, control up front. And Garrett Howard, that's who you're mentioning, 34 on our defense. He's our linebacker. He's going to try to control what's going on. He's going to make the reads. He's going to try to control the line of scrimmage, and he gets that defense going and fired off. We'll see how that goes with us for us tonight.
Yeah, he led the team in tackles last year as a junior, has hit the weights really hard, had a few college offers already. So, expect big things from Garrett out there on the defensive side of the ball tonight. We're about a minute and 50 seconds away. Are we going to, from kickoff here? And both teams, a lot of pageantry as the Cougar head is pumped up here in the end zone, and the players are getting ready to come out through the Power L.
You got the Power L going with the band and the student sections and the cheerleaders.
It's just an awesome atmosphere. And then one thing I will say, here at Letcher Central, they usually have really good support from their fans.
We do. They do have good support from the fans here at Letcher Central. And you can look by looking at the crowd that's here tonight. For the first home game, like we said earlier, perfect weather, not hot, not cool. The sun's down. The cars are still coming up on the hill. There's a line all the way down past the baseball field as far as we can see. We've got the fog coming out of the Cougar head. They're getting ready to run out onto the field, take the field. I think they won the toss.
I didn't even pay attention.
I think they won the toss, and
so they'll elect to receive. Is that correct?
They're going to receive, and we're about 50 seconds away.
Yeah, and you know, and once again, Brian, you know, we're usually, you know, Manus is here and David's here, and everybody's in different places now, and it's you and I here to bring this to the viewers.
It's me and you. We'll get it done.
That's right. Cougars are coming out on the field now, and we'll get ready to go right here in a second. And I'm not for sure who's doing the kick duties tonight for the Cougars.
I don't know if it'll be Emma.
No, Emma doesn't do the kickoff. Probably Jackson Childers, it looks like.
Probably.
Or, you know, Jack Mead did the kickoffs last year, so we'll have to see. So we'll real quickly before the game gets started, key of the game, Brian, what is the key for Leslie County to stay in this ball game?
Leslie County is going to have to try to control the line. They're going to have to try to get the ball out to their tight end is probably their best offensive weapon. But then they're going to have to, on the defensive side, they're going to have to try to slow down Letcher's skill players, slow down our quarterback, 2 wide receivers in our running game. I think it's going to be could be an uphill battle because of the youth of Leslie County, but we'll see. I'm sure Coach Hubbard had made some adjustments from last week, and we'll see what happens here. We're getting ready to kick it off.
Letcher Central, you know, we've got Letcher Central, and for them, I think it all starts with defense. I mean, if they run a really pressured defense, and if they can put pressure on the Leslie County quarterback, force him into some errors, that will be just what Letcher County needs to get this game going.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Jim, as well. And like it goes back to like we talked about earlier in the game, pregame show, control the line. Who wins it in the trenches?
Well, guys, we are ready to get underway as Leslie County, number 57, and I'm sorry he's not on the roster, is going to do the kicking duties for Leslie County.
He's not on there.
Back deep for Letcher Central is Colton Stidham, and it looks like Jed Outlaw. Back deep for the Eagles, as our lovely principal, Miss Wampler, just turned a fan on, and it feels really good in here now. So here's the kick deep. It's going to be fielded in the middle row. Looks like 33.
33. Up across the 50.
Yeah, great field position to start for the Cougars. And we notice, Brian, a lot of teams now don't kick it deep anymore.
No, they don't.
They'll kick to that second line and just try to keep it around the 30. But Letcher Central able to get loose there. And who was that on that?
Good tackle there by number 5, Mason Lewis, for Leslie County to meet him up just past midfield.
So Letcher Central comes to the line. They're going to be in looks like a trips right formation. Shotgun, running back also lined up to the right. Holbrook scans the defense. He sends, looks like number 6 in motion. That's Sturgill. And a run right up the middle by, is it Tackett?
Yeah,
33.
That's a good tackle by number 1.
Well, that's Brett Sturgill. Brett Sturgill with a nice little, looks like about 9 yards. It's going to bring up second and long or short 2 for the Cougars. They're quickly under center and back into the trips formation one more time. Holbrook sets to the sideline to pick up the play. And they're going, looks like they're going to do something else. They've switched in and went tight. Look for something power off the right side right here as they move into a bunch right formation. And Holbrook takes a snap. He gives the ball up the middle to
32.
That's 33, and that is Brett Sturgill with the first down.
And we got Jaden Brock on the tackle for Leslie County, number 56.
You know, Sturgill, in addition, I think he transferred in from Shelby Valley, and looks like he's going to be the primary ball carrier for the Cougars tonight. Now they're in a twins formation to both sides. Sturgill in the backfield along with Holbrook as he surveys the defense, takes a snap. He's looking downfield. Looks like they're running a little switch route. He's got Sturgill wide open.
He's got him down the side.
And that's a touchdown, Cougars, to number 6, and that is Colton Stidham.
It's a nice play there, Jim, going down the sideline. He got behind the defense a little bit. I think the Leslie County were ready to run the ball 2 or 3 straight trips, sucked up a little bit, and he just kind of threw it over top of their head. Good pass by Gunner.
Yeah, he put it right on the money. And they just ran switch routes to both sides, and, they didn't when they receivers crossed, they didn't pick him up, and that was an easy throw and catch as Emma Adams, the senior place kicker, is up here to try the extra point. Snaps good, kicks up, Kick looks like it is good, and it's 7-0 Cougars quickly in the first quarter.
Quick strike there by the Cougars.
So we'll take a break and come back here as the Cougars kick off.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
Welcome back to Letcher County Central as the Cougars' Jackson Meade kicks a short kick here, almost an onside kick. Ball comes loose, but it looks like Leslie County recovers
Leslie
the ball.
fell on it. That'd be number 9.
Caleb, number 9. We don't have that, and we apologize, guys. We take these stats, our rosters off of KHSAA, and I know Leslie County's added a few players since last week.
That's exactly what I had in mind. They've come out and struck first now with the lead.
So 7-0 Cougars as Leslie County takes over on about the 36-yard line as Hubbard in the backfield, twin sets to both sides. He's going to throw a quick screen over here to the left, and it is incomplete.
Just through his hands.
Very close to being behind the line of scrimmage, Brian.
Yep, close. That was attempted out to get to Mason Lewis, number 5. Just right through his hands there a little bit.
So Leslie County quickly back to the ball again. Hubbard is in once again same formation, twins to the left, twins to the right. Running back is set to the left side or to the right side of Hubbard. Letcher County showing blitz, a little play action, and he is going to be swallowed up for a loss of 2.
Yep, and a host of Cougars there that time, Jim. It looks like that, they just controlled the line, the defensive line. They just pushed right through. He was trying to do a little play action.
Yep. And, that play action, there's nobody bit up front. No. The linebackers were coming, and Hubbard would really nowhere to go right there.
He didn't have any time.
It's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Eagles. Empty backfield set. Quarterback looks downfield. He's under pressure, and he is avoided. Now he's going to be sacked for a loss of about 6.
Yeah, and that looks like that was Kanan Sargent got there first.
Yeah, Kanan Sargent really showed some signs of coming on strong at the end of last year, and he's a kid that lives, eats, and breathes football here for the Letcher Central football team.
Yeah, and we're down about 4th and 13 now.
Yeah, it looks like
we're going to punt.
And we've got back deep. It looks like Mason Stevens back deep to receive the punt. He's going to set his feet on about the 38-yard line. And Kendrick is doing the punting duties, same guy that did the kicking. Very important right here for Leslie County. And it looks like they're having some problems getting players in as the play clock still got plenty of time.
Yeah, we got 8 seconds.
Very important to get a good snap right here deep in your territory. And the snap's good.
Snap's good.
Almost blocked.
A little pressure.
And
a nice kick.
Oh, I don't know who the ball hit there.
I think it hit number 9.
Oh, there's a little extracurricular going on, but the officials, Jake Johnson there, and he says, clean it up, guys.
Get out of there.
As the Cougars head out for their second offensive possession, they're going to have great field position again on the 45-yard line. Leslie County, that's the thing about when you pass a lot. Not a lot of time slips off the clock when you're giving it up.
Yeah.
This time, it looks like Letcher Central going to go into a little sugar huddle. Come out quickly, and looks like Garrett Howard in the backfield this time. Garrett, the punishing linebacker, senior. Looks like they're into a bunch left formation. Receivers tight. Leslie County showing blitz. Ball handed off to Howard, and Howard's got a seam, and he is rumbling, stumbling, bumbling.
Still going.
Looks like he's going to have the first down and more. It's a hard run by Garrett Howard.
Pushed his way through the initial contact. about 4 yards deep, just carried a bunch of Leslie County Eagles.
Yeah, Garrett, if you see Garrett, he's a physical specimen. He's one of those weight room guys, and he just really
strong running back.
Yeah, strong
running back.
Looks like they're going into what we call the Cougar formation, 2 back set by each side of Holbrook. It's going to be a power play off to the left to Howard.
Nice
and
hold.
He's going to bounce it outside. He's got room down to the 30,
Great
the 20,
block.
the 15. He's going to shake one tackler down, 10-5, touchdown, Garrett Howard.
And Garrett Howard, he needs to buy Mason Stevens something to eat for that block.
Yeah,
breaking
great
through right
block
there
out there by the receiver, Mason Stevens, to seal the corner. And just a couple of minutes off the clock, and Letcher Central on top, 13-0, as Emma Adams comes in to try her second attempt. And that's a formation I hadn't saw the Cougars use a lot last year, the 2-back set out there.
Yeah, when
and
you've got backs like what they've got there, it's just another advantage that they have.
Emma Adams lined up, snaps down, it's bobbled. It's like they're going to go into a fire set, and Stidham coming around to the outside, and he's going to get in for the 2-point conversion. Heads up play by Stidham once he bobbled the snap. He just got out wide, and he ran through a couple of Leslie defenders.
That's right, yeah. Bad snap turned into something positive.
Yeah. Colton's not a real big kid, but, man, he is a kid that plays hard all the time. So we're going to take a break right here, and we'll come back out and see if Leslie County can get something moving on offense. Be right back.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
And welcome back to Cougar Field. 8:33 remaining in the first quarter. Cougars up 15-0 on the Eagles. And so far, Brian, it's been all Letcher Central.
Yeah, they've been controlling the line of scrimmage. Leslie County's just not been able to get anything going yet. And like we said, they real quick 3-and-out last time. Let's see if they can get something going this time. Back deep looks like we've got Caden Shepard, and number 1 is Aiden Carr.
Jackson Meade approaches the ball. He's going to kick it a little deeper to the second row. It's fielded, and Leslie County will cover the ball up, and Leslie County will come out on about the 39-yard line.
Yep, that was fielded over there by Hagan Collins, number 21.
So, what does Leslie County need to do right here, Brian, to get some things going? Not a lot of time in the backfield for the passing game right now.
Yeah, they need to get off the line a little bit and try to get the Cougars a step back instead of letting them just push them through and get into the backfield before they can get anything going. They may need to try to do a run.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, or something quick like that first little screen they tried to run.
Yes.
Leslie County, twins left, twins right. Running back set up to the right, our home side of the field. Quarterback takes the snap. Looks like Leslie County or Letcher Central's bringing the house right here, and somehow. And they picked up the linebacker blitz, but that allowed the defensive line to come free, and they just swallowed him up. They seen about 3 guys right there.
Yeah, and we talked earlier in the pregame about Letcher Central's defense, Jim, and what they wanted to try to do.
Yep, and you see same formation again, twins to the left, twins to the right. Looks like a quick screen over here to the right side, and he is going to get about a yard.
He dropped the
ball, and I'm not for sure who came up with it right there.
I'm not sure who got it. I think he may have got it back.
Well, when there's a big pile down there, Brian, it's usually who's got the strongest hands gets the ball.
That's right.
But it looks like Leslie County
got
will
the ball
remain.
back, yeah.
But, boy, they've got themselves in a hole right now.
So they're behind the chains again. It's 3rd and about 14.
Yeah, so this is, as an offensive coordinator, it's tough to dial something up because the defense knows you've got to go a long way. So look for them to send the pressure again.
Yeah, I would say the Cougars are going to bring the house again, and here it comes.
And a little boot out to the left side. He's looking downfield. Got him. No, he's broke free, and he's going to be tackled about a gain of about 4 right there.
That was a nice job by Letcher Central secondary.
Yeah, they had everybody covered. Excellent point.
He had everybody covered, Leslie had some time. He had some time that way. He got him out in some space.
Yeah, moved him out of the pocket.
The pocket to give him some time to try to throw the ball. But the secondary of Letcher Central just had all of the receivers covered up. He didn't have anywhere to go with it.
Yeah, and looks like Leslie County back to punt again. The punter's going to set up on about the 18-yard line. Once again, snap so crucial deep in your own territory right here. Back deep, Mason Stevens for the Cougars. Looks like, once again, a little confusion on the special teams as Leslie County late getting a player out on the field.
Yeah, we've got plenty of time on the play clock
and they're going to call a timeout right here.
Timeout.
Let's stay right here this timeout, Brian. And, at the half, there's a lot of good games going on in the area tonight. And we'll kind of go into try to keep up with what's going on around that region. And talk a little bit about this new district that the Cougars dropping down to 3A here while we're at the timeout.
Yeah, we've got, they've got in the district with Lawrence County,
Estill,
Powell. I can't remember all of them.
Yeah, McGoffin County. So it's going to be a totally new look for the Cougars, used to being in there with either Corbin or Johnson Central. And, I know Coach Matthews, when they dropped down from 4A to 3A, he felt like they had a chance to compete for a regional title.
And I think that's the message Coach Matthews has been sending now. They've got a chance, and they do have a chance. They're good defensively, and we're back to live action.
Oh, and he bubbled the snap. It was a good snap. He fumbled, and the Cougars are going to take over on about the 29-yard line. Definitely not what Coach Hubbard wanted to see here for Leslie County, because this game is going to have a chance to get out of hand in a hurry here.
And we talked last week how everything was going wrong for Letcher Central against Johnson Central. Well, it seems like it's just everything's going wrong for Leslie County right now. They've not caught a break.
It's tough on young kids too. When you go out there and things snowball on you quick, and you're young, it's really tough. As the Cougars come out and trips to the left, looks like Jet Outlaw lined up to the right. Snap to Holbrook. He's looking down the field as Leslie County brings pressure. Holbrook gets away, throws to his outlet. And that Sturgill on the left side, great block by Mason Stevens, but they're going to call him that's very close call. It's a great block, but he might have got his head just a little bit high on that one.
I think he did, and that's what we're going to see. We got the flags down. Yeah.
That's football.
Yeah, that's going to be a 15-yard penalty on the Cougars. And, 10 years ago, that's a good clean block. But today, they've changed it up a little bit. And, that's going to be just, I guess, an illegal crack block.
Yeah, illegal crackback.
I did too. I'm like you. He was up high. He didn't want.
So, that gives Letcher Central now. They're going to have a 1st and 5. Once again, it's going to be looks like a trips formation to the left side. Outlaw, look for Outlaw here on the right as Stidham goes in motion. They're going to throw right across the middle, and the pass was intended for number 2. That's Thaden Brown, and he threw a little tough there. Threw it
into a crowd. Might have got away with it there. That could have easily, and Leslie had good coverage.
Yep, they did. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Cougars. They've got Outlaw out here on his own, and I keep waiting to see him. Big, tall kid. He's a tough matchup out here. And look for him to go to the corner of the end zone right here.
Yeah, and he's got the far side of the field, too.
So they're going to motion into trips formation. They're going to give it off on the run on the inside, and it looks like is that 30.
That's 33.
And
that's Brett Sturgill. Nice little run with a good little cut back.
He's going to be first down right here. So now ball spotted on about the 16-yard line. So the Cougars can get one more first down right here.
Yeah.
He gets up and he's going to be okay to play, but those kind of plays take a toll on your body.
So Cougars quickly back up onto the line of scrimmage. Holbrook calling out the play. Leslie County settled in on defense. Once again, you've got Outlaw by himself on the wide side of the field.
Big 91.
Looks like they're showing blitz, but line picks it up nicely. Sturgill open on the corner, and a great pass from Stidham for his score. And they got like a little, almost like a pick
Looked
action.
like the pick action there a little bit, Jim Bob. And Gunner threw it out there, and he hit
Yes,
Colton,
hit him. Yeah.
And for a nice little play.
Yeah, Adams on to attempt the extra point. But, boy, Holbrook looking sharp early on for the Cougars.
Very good. He's looking good.
21-0 right now. And Adams with the kick, plenty of room, and it's going to make it 22-0. 5:39 left in the first quarter. We're going to take a break and come right back and see if Leslie County can find a semblance of offense. We'll be right back.
Good times, good food, and good people at the Goal Line Bar and Grill. Come try their daily lunch specials as well as the best steak in Hazard as voted by the people. Looking for something fun to do? Hit up the tables and the dartboard. Also, trivia night every Tuesday evening. Goal Line has all your favorite big sports events on the big screen. There's something for everyone at Goal Line. Goal Line Bar and Grill in Hazard.
Hey, welcome back to Letcher County Central. 5:39 left in the first quarter, and guys, it has been all Cougars so far, 22-0. And Brian Jackson Meade getting quite the workout out there kicking off.
But looks like we're going to change it up. Looks like we got Jackson Childers out there, number 18, going to do the honors.
So see if they kick it deep right here.
Yeah, we'll see. And we've got Aiden Carr and Caden Shepard back deep for the Eagles.
So Cougars lined up.
Must have a...
I don't know. The officials are kind of holding it up. Looked like they had 11 men on the field. They got the player off, and we're getting ready to get under action here. And here comes the kick, and this time he's going to kick it deeper. It's going to be fielded on the 25-yard line as the looked like he may have a crease right here. Good speed. He's going to be wrestled down. I saw a flag come in, and usually that's a face mask right there.
Face mask probably. That's number 5, Mason Lewis.
Yeah, and you know what? Mason, when watching the Williamsburg, I thought he was a bright spot for Leslie County running the ball in the backfield.
I thought he done well and when we watched the film on him. He's got speed.
Yep, good speed.
Nice move over there. And we'll see what the flag is. Face mask. So we're going to attack 15 more onto that.
This might be just a shot that Leslie County needs to get something going as they cross over into Cougar territory for the first time tonight.
Yeah, this is good. It'll be good for Leslie not to be buried in the shadow of their own end zone.
Yeah, it allows you to be a little bit with your offensive play calling, when you're not backed up behind the stakes. So, be a good time to take a quick shot right here. Yeah. But they need to establish some kind of rhythm on offense, Brian.
Play loose.
Yeah.
I mean, and try to get something going right here. Let's try to see if they can get a little bit on offense. Give the quarterback a little time. Get the ball to their playmakers. Let's see what can happen.
Yeah, twins left, twins right. Looks like they're bringing the house again as they hand it off to number 1, and he is going to be swarmed right at the line of scrimmage by a host of Cougars.
That's Aiden Carr on the run that time.
And just nothing, nowhere
to go.
And, the defensive front that Letcher Central runs, it's a very confusing front. They run with 3 down linemen, but usually they're stunting 2 backers every play.
Every play. And for a young team, that's something that's hard to pick up.
So now they're in a 5-man front. They're going to drop back into a 4-man front. Looks like Leslie County late getting a player out on the field again. Twins left, twins right. And ball's going to be a play action fake. Screen over here, but I don't know if it was tapped.
It's tipped. Ball was tipped.
And that was Surgeon on the tip, number 10?
Yes.
Surgeon's a big, long, good-looking kid out there.
Kid.
I think he's just a sophomore. Is that correct?
Let's see. 10th grade. Yep,
sophomore. So he's got a real future ahead of him. 3rd and 10 quickly for the Eagles. Looks like Cougars are dialing up another stunt here as they're bringing it in both backers from the outside, and they're going to run a swing pass over here to the left. It's caught. He's going to gain about 5 yards, but definitely the most positive play we've seen from the Eagles tonight. And that's just a really simple pitch and catch.
He gave Hubbard a little bit of time, He swung it out to his back coming out of the backfield, and he gains about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, and, when you're stunting, your outside linebackers, Brian, that leaves holes.
Yes.
And, he did a good job looking his defense off this come to the swing, but they're going to go for it here on a 4th and 7. Looks like they're in that Twins formation again.
They're bringing everybody.
Yep, and he's got a man open out here, but he can't haul it in. And they're going to turn it over on downs right here. And the Cougars are going to take over with excellent field position on about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, and even if they could have got that pass completed, I don't know if he could have had enough space to get the first down.
No, he had a defender draping right off of him.
Right all over him.
Anxious to see here, I've said it 3 times, isolating Outlaw out there on the wide side of the field. And they've not called his number yet.
Went to him yet.
But, offensive coordinators love that shot play after a turnover on downs, so I wouldn't be surprised right here.
And we've got him out there again.
Yep. It looks like Leslie County's going to call a timeout. So we're going to take a quick break here for the timeout, and we'll be back in just a second. 22-0, all Cougars.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Hi, my name is Heidi Hoffensperger from Hoffensperger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The law office of Heidi Hoffensperger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild. Bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world, and I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning.
Hey, welcome back to Letcher Central for your Bank of Hyman Friday night game of the week. And it's been all Letcher Central as they take over at the 38-yard line for they scored. All 3 times they've had the ball. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Holbrook takes the snap. He's looking at Stevens over here on the left, and they get him. He cuts upfield. He's got a little bit of room, and he's going to get about 15 on the play.
Nice play out there for Mason Stevens. Nice catching.
Yeah, Stevens had a lot. Has had a little bit of the dropsies, and it's good to see him pull it in and get things going in the right direction. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Letcher Central set up on offense. Holbrook boots to the left, throws out wide to Stidham. He makes one man miss. He's going to get the ball really close to the first down. I'm not for sure if he got it. He's going to be really close.
It's a good tackle by Mason Lewis and a host of other Eagles there to contain him after he caught the ball out there in space.
Yeah, Letcher Central really finding their groove. And just like a shooter, when a quarterback gets hot, it just makes things a lot easier as they're quick to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the left, twins to the right. And it's going to be look like defensive.
Offsides, 21, jump.
Kind of jumped in. And, it's tough when you're straight to the ball. Any kind of voice inflection makes it tough on the defense.
And Letcher, that's what they're trying to do. They know they've got Leslie
on their heels.
And they're trying to rush it up and hurry so they cannot make any adjustments. And they're taking advantage of the youth. That they have.
1st and 10 from that penalty gives the first down to the Cougars. They're going to be on the 37-yard line. Twins left, twins right. Looks like a man coverage right now. And now they're looking down for a little up and over for Outlaw. And Outlaw has got a beat on it, pulls it in, and makes a great catch. Coverage.
Great
down
defense,
on about the 4-yard line.
Caden Shepard was all over him. But you have to – Holbrook put the ball where only – Jet Outlaw could catch it, and Jet with his height.
Yeah, you alluded to that earlier, Brian. 6'3", 6'4", and goes up and gets it quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're throwing a little pass to Howard out of the backfield. You're not going to stop him at the 1-yard line. And Howard goes in for the touchdown. And listen, guys, Gunnar Holbrook is putting on an exhibition right now from the quarterback position as he's hit 5 different receivers here in the first quarter to extend the lead to 28-0 Cougars.
And again, that's the same play that we just ran over here on the other side. The little look like the pick play with Jet occupying 2 of the defenders.
Yeah, and he checked down to the running back.
Checked down to the back, out of the backfield.
Adams coming up to kick, and Adams, strong leg, puts it up on the road.
How about up on the road? Nice snap, nice
so
hold.
Quickly, the Cougars extend the lead to 29-0, 3:26 left in the first quarter, and we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Double Quick, Key Chicago Bankruptcy Express, Hometown Pharmacy in Hazard, Mountain Health Alliance, TPBT Bancorp, Primary Care Centers, Kentucky Farm Bureau Whitesburg, and Heidi Hoffensberger Law.
Hey, welcome back to Letcher Central, and I wanted to make a correction on number 10 is Braxton Banks, 6'1" sophomore. I missed him there, and thank you guys out there tuning in to keep me straight, and Lord knows I need a lot of people to keep me straight, Brian.
I think we both do.
So Cougars are going to kick off here, and it looks like they're going to have number 18 doing the kicking again, and 18 is Jackson Childers.
Yeah, he kicked off last time. Again, back deep for Leslie. We've got Caden Shepard and Mason Lewis. But the Cougars are keeping it away from them. They're not kicking it deep to them.
Good kick, and this time we're going to have a chance for a return as the ball goes to the 22-yard line. And
Lewis
it's kicked up, and he's got a seam. He's breaking across the 50 to the 40, and he's going to be ran out of bounds at the 45-yard line, ran out by the kicker.
And that's why we've not kicked it to him. They kicked it back. The first time we kicked it back to him, he found a crease up the left side, and he was just about gone to the house.
Yeah, you can tell that kid's got some real wheels, Brian.
That's the one we were talking about. We watched on film, and I thought he was a definite bright spot last week against Williamsburg.
Yeah. And, we've yet to see, and I don't know if some of the numbers have been changed, but we've yet to see them target the big tight end. Is
Braden Holland, he's still number 7.
Twins to the left and to the right. Ball located on the left hash. Looks like Cougars are showing pressure again, and it looks like Eagles procedure call on the Eagles. Yep. The Eagles just having a hard time right now just getting things going. So that's going to make it behind the stakes again, 1st and 15 for the Leslie County Eagles.
Yeah, and if you keep getting behind the sticks, it makes it difficult for your offense, especially when Letcher Central's bringing the house every time.
Yep, and there's another false start for the Eagles. So now the Eagles definitely not what they wanted to draw up after that nice return. Looks like number 7 for the Eagles, and that was Holland that we really were impressed with is his street clothes on the sideline over there. So definitely not going to be not good for the Eagles. Now
losing one of their top offensive performers and defensive players.
Yeah, 1st and 20 here for the Eagles as looks like Letcher Central showing blitz again. Quick pass out here to the right side. Quickly cut down, gains maybe a yard.
Yeah, and that's a good looking play, Jim. I mean, done what he needed to do, got the ball out in space, but the coverage and the quickness of Letcher Central to shut that play down before he could actually get anything going.
Yeah.
Because for a second it looked like he had a seam to get some positive yardage.
So it's going to be 2nd and 20. And, once again, there's just not a play in the playbook for 2nd and 20, 3rd and 20. You've got to attack downfield, but when you do that, you've got to have time. And right now, time is not something that has been an ally for the Leslie County quarterback.
No, and they're not going to get it all in one play. Need to get chunks of it.
A nice little swing pass out to the left. He's going to pick up about 3 yards before he is tackled by 2 or 3 Cougars.
And that was Aiden Carr on the reception for the Eagles on that play.
Kanan Sargent right there on the tackle. I think it was 69. Sargent. But coming back to looking at Braxton Banks, good-looking physical specimen out there.
Yeah.
Big, tall, good-looking kid. Cougars have got a lot of good sophomores.
They've got some athletes. Nice size, nice build.
Once you get over that first game jitters, unfortunately it's against Johnson Central for the Cougars, but, that gives the coaches something to come that week. And, this the busiest week of the year is the practices following the first game.
Right, and you're thinking, you go back to all summer you've been playing against each other, so you get at least you get to look at somebody else on film.
That's exactly right.
And make some adjustments that way.
Eagles this time showing a trips to the right as running back sets up to the left of Hubbard. Looks like there's a whistle on the plate. I'm not for sure what the call is here.
Play
to delay a game.
0. Yeah, delay a game.
So on top of the third penalty here in this possession. So it looks like third and about cushion for Leslie County. Trips to the right. Letcher Central showing blitz again as they get in and
hit as he throws.
Picked off by Stidham, it looks like. Stidham's going to get to the sideline before he's tackled down at the 50-yard line. Still on his feet.
Number 11 there first for the Eagles. Brandon Lumadou on the tackle, whacked him up, and then he got some help from some of his other buddies.
Yeah, and that one, Hubbard does a good job, steps up in the pocket that time, but then he, throws it, and Stidham was the lucky recipient of that pass, and Stidham having himself a heck of a first down.
He was hit right as he threw that ball, Jim. But it was a good-looking pass.
So Letcher Central going to take over here right on the 50-yard line with a minute left in the first quarter. 29-0, Cougars ahead. And look for Letcher Central right here. I mean, at this point, do you go for it all right here after the penalty, or do you work on your running game? Is there lined up? Gives it off to Howard, who hits the first guy, breaks a tackle, and he's going to pick up about 6 right there.
He was hit right at the line of scrimmage by Aiden Carr, and still powered forward for about 5, maybe 6 yards. He's a big, strong running back.
And you saw he's one of those guys. He's not going to do a lot of juking out there. Trips to the right, split to the left. Holbrook gets the ball on the snap as he looks over to change the play. He saw something different, so they're audible it into something else. Same formation. So snap to Holbrook. He's looking downfield. He's got a man open. It looks like Stevens has got some separation. He catches, hauls it in for the touchdown. And, Holbrook recognized man coverage on the outside, and he just says run a 9 and get down the field. And Mason Stevens does a great job hauling that one in.
And, that wasn't bad coverage by Mason Lewis either. He was there again, just like we talked on the earlier play where Holbrook threw it over to Outlaw.
Yeah.
He put it where only his guy could catch it, and the other guy didn't have bad coverage. It was just a better pass.
Yeah, Holbrook's just really been dialing up, some great passes early on tonight. Is Emma Adams on to kick the extra point. Snaps up, it's good. The kick's up, and she's got plenty of leg as it clears easily, and it's going to make it 36-0 Cougars with 22 seconds left in the first quarter. We're going to take a break and come right back.
This is News 12.
Since 1985, Hometown 24 has been serving this community with local programming produced by local people.
Hornet's going to air it out. He's got a man out here. Linden caught it to 45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your Hometown News tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us.
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky. Here's to 40 more.
So we're back here at Letcher Central at the end of the first quarter. Looks like we're going to be in a running clock right now as the Cougars up 36-0. So we're going to take a couple of minutes and talk about some of the games going on around the region tonight. And guys, if you want to see some quality football, Pike County has the Pike County Bowl going tonight. And man, do we have a couple of good games going on over there, Brian.
Yeah, we do, Jim. We've got some games on tap for tonight. We've got Pike Central and Martin County playing at Belfry. Pike Central was 0-1. Martin's 0-1. Both of those looking to try to get a win. And then you got Belfry playing Central.
Boy, that's been a game. Now I've watched Central and Belfry play several times in the state championship, and that should be a dandy over there.
That will be a dandy.
Two contrasting styles of play, but this being the first time in many, many years that the legend Philip Haywood won't be on the sideline. And what a class act, Jim. I just finished his second book the other day, and, he was I got to know him pretty good, and just,
great guy.
What else
great
can you
guy,
say?
Great coach.
Never wanted to talk about football.
No.
It was always politics and
Something
the
else.
people around Appalachia.
Yes.
So Letcher Central set to kick off here in the second quarter. Looks like Jack Mead is back, I think, doing the kicking duties. I can't really tell the number.
Yeah, that's him. That's Jackson.
So Jackson is going to kick it off, and he is going to kick a high kick. It's going to be fielded on the 40-yard line.
23, that's Brody Brumley.
And Brumley wrapped up by a host of Cougars. And
tackled there by 15, looks like. Gunnar Hall.
Yeah, Gunnar, a freshman from, I think he played at Neon last year. Very aggressive tackle right there. So Leslie County one more time to try to get something going on offense. I think we saw the quarterback did a pretty good job getting the ball out to his outlet receivers, but Letcher Central just a little quicker on covering those passes.
The coverage,
in the flats.
even when he's getting enough time to get it out to his receivers, the coverage and the close down for Letcher Central has been very good so far tonight.
Yeah, so Leslie County going to come back out. And, we talked about it earlier, when you're playing behind, the shotgun, and, when you're throwing the ball, you're stopping the clock, and you're giving the defense, the offense, the other team, a lot of time to get on it. As they hand it off this time,
nice play, nice run. That's
number one,
Aiden Carr.
Yeah, nice hard run up the middle right there. And, if I'm Leslie County, that's what I'm going to focus on. If Letcher Central blitzes like they do, that creates seams in that defensive front. You pop one of those seams.
Pop one, and you can get some positive yardage, and that's what they need right there.
And it runs the clock a little bit, too. So, Eagles, once again, in this during a trip set to the right side, twins to the left, one back in the backfield. Looks like they're going to hand it off again to Shepard, but he trips up right there, and he's going to lose about 4.
But Leslie, they're trying to get the running game going, so then they can open up and get the pass. So Letcher would have to respect them to run, make sure we're going to get the run stopped, and it's going to open up some more passing lanes for the quarterback.
Well, when you can slow that defensive blitz pressure down, that's the number one thing that Coach Hubbard's trying to do right here.
And the first quarter, they couldn't do that. They couldn't get them slowed down. Letcher had their ears pinned back. They were just coming every play.
Hubbard, taking his time, getting the play in right here, give his defense a chance to rest. And, looking over there, Leslie County not dressing a lot of players, Brian. Looks like they've got about 22, 23 kids.
23, then they've got 2 or 3 over in street clothes.
So Leslie County coming back out there, twins to the left, trips to the right. Letcher Central looks like they're going to be blitzing off the side, and they are. Hubbard looks downfield. He's got a man open. Gains about 7 yards, but, boy, he took a lick right there from Garrett Howard. And listen, guys, Garrett Howard brings the lumber, Johnson.
That's Caden Shepard. It's a nice play. Nice, positive play.
And not holding the ball long. Got to get rid of the ball quick.
He had enough time and saw his receiver down there in the seam, made a nice pitch and catch.
36-0, Cougars to lead. Leslie County looking like they're going to go for it here on 4th and about 6. Empty backfield. Quarterback looks downfield. Pressure coming. He's got a receiver open in the middle of the field, and he's going to get a first down and more. And we watched Lewis Stone. He's down, broke a tackle, and he's finally ran down from behind, but a nice gain.
Nice gain.
And we've said, this is a kid that they get in space, he's going to make things happen.
He can make something happen. He's got lots of speed, and he's shifty.
Yeah.
He made 2 or 3 Cougars miss there in the middle of the field and ended up gaining about 7-8 extra yards.
Yeah, first down on the 30-yard line as Leslie County once again with the inside jailbreak screen, and but he coughs the ball up, and it looks like the Cougars are going to recover. I'm not for sure. Yes, Cougars have the football. And then they just called an unsportsmanlike in the backfield. So this is going to really hit the Eagles hard as they've got
a player down.
Yeah. So let's take a break right here as we've got an injured player on the field. And we'll be back with the second quarter in just a minute.
Yeah, I think that was.
It's the WYMT ARH Games of the Week at the Pike County Bowl, brought to you by Community Trust Bank. Watch this Friday and Saturday at 6:05 p.m. and 8:05 p.m. on EYMT or the WYMT streaming apps.
So we're back here at Letcher Central, and looked like the player got off under his own power, and Letcher Central going to take over. Looks like they're going to be on the 42-yard line, and it's been all Letcher Central so far. Leslie County looked good on that, that possession, had a couple of really nice positive plays, picked up a first down, but unfortunately turned the ball over.
Got it punched out from behind.
Yep, so Letcher Central settling in here on offense as the clock continues to tick. We are under a running clock right now in the second quarter. 7:43 left as the Cougars come out in a trips formation to the left side. Looks like Stidham on the right by himself. No, it's not Stidham, excuse me. Pass out on a little screen, but nothing doing right there.
Nice little catch by Cody Sturgill. Gain about 1.
And Cody, a junior, is that correct?
I think he's a senior.
Senior, yeah.
You got to love that throw because Gunner led him up the field.
So it's going to bring up, it looks like a 2nd and 9. Letcher Central really been all aces right now on offense. Everything coming up good for them.
Everything's working.
So we're looking at looks like a twins to the right, tight end offset to the left. Motion on the right side, and it's going to be a handoff to Howard. Howard's going to break a tackle around the end, stiff arms and breaks another tackle before he's pushed out of bounds on about the 50-yard line.
2 flags. Flags everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of flags there. Looks like a little extracurricular activity. As one of the Cougars' helmets, players' helmets was removed.
He comes off. He was tangled up with the Leslie County defender, and they threw 2 flags over there. I don't know if one was on each one of them, but they were both on the ground.
And Jim, it's frustration.
Yeah, it's tough, and the thing about it is you've got to maintain your composure.
Got to.
And second personal foul, if you pick up another one, you're done, and then you're done the next week. So,
right.
Really important, no matter what happens, to keep your composure out there. And I don't know what went on.
Got offsetting personal fouls, unnecessary roughness.
Yeah,
both ways after the holding penalty on Letcher Central.
So that's going to back Letcher Central up really for the first time. They've been in behind the stakes all game, and that's going to bring up a long 2nd and about 16.
Yeah.
So let's see what offensive coordinator Logan Johnson pulls out of his. Excuse me. They're going to mark them both off. Then they'll come back.
Yeah. See where they set the ball at.
So it's going to be about 2nd and 5. I'm not really for sure, but so 2nd and 5 for the Cougars. Twins to the left and right. Howard set to the right of Holbrook in the backfield. Ball snapped. Holbrook looks downfield. He throws one deep. He's got an open receiver, but they're going to call interference as Thaden Brown reminded me a whole lot. Even runs like his brother, Gavin Ramsey out there.
Good coverage. I think they just got in a little bit of hand fighting there at the end.
Yeah. We watched Gavin, several years. He was such an electric player for the Cougars. And the coach just got a flag on the sideline, and he got another flag. And I think the coach is probably going to be watching this one from, I don't know if they threw 2 on him right there, but he just got a 15-yarder.
That game at Belfry late last year.
I don't really understand why the coach was upset there. That was seemed like a lot of contact right there.
Yeah.
But once again, he's showing his players that he's going to fight for them.
And that's what he wants to do.
And give them a little shot on the sideline of energy as the Cougars take over, and they're going to be on about the 29-yard line as Holbrook looks the defense over. He's got twins to the left and right. He's looking downfield, but I believe we had a
false start.
Yeah, false start on the
Central.
Cougars, I believe.
I think the receiver over there, I believe it was Mason maybe.
Yeah.
It's every play now. The game's getting pretty sloppy.
Tried to get a head start over there.
Yeah, and then, this is something, if you're Coach Matthews, you don't like to see penalties. At this point of the game, it's 36-0 run the clock. You want everything to go smooth.
Play clean.
Yeah.
Play clean. Work on some things you're made adjustments from last week.
A middle wide open, and Leslie County defense is playing up tight coverage.
And they're coming on a blitz, looks like.
They're bringing some coverage, but they've got a man downfield. It looks like it's going to be Outlaw for the touchdown. And a little jawing over here on the side again with one of the Leslie County players.
And their officials got in between them.
Yeah. So Holbrook really putting on a clinic as Outlaw hauls in his second touchdown. And Outlaw, he looks so fluid out there running those routes.
He's running good routes. He's got good speed. And Holbrook's just hitting him right in stride.
Yeah. Adams on to kick the extra point. Ball snaps a little
low, but he got it
she
down.
gets it through, and they're going to call her running into the kicker right here for Leslie County. And one thing I will say, the Letcher Central players are very protective of their little kicker.
They're going to protect Emma there for sure.
So Leslie County, and at this point, the coach from Leslie County, you've got to keep, it's time to
get some composure.
Yeah, get some composure. And, his first-year head coach, it's sometimes emotions get the better of you, but 43-0, 2:44, and we're going to take a break right here. Come back in just a second.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 passing touchdowns. One run.
He called a personal foul on Jackson. That's 2. I would assume we're going to be seeing a lot of new players in here.
Junior doesn't sub.
There comes a bunch.
Here at the Cougar field, we have 2:13 to go.
He needs.
Okay, we're back here at Letcher Central, 43-0. Cougars are going to kick off here. Clock continues to run. 2 minutes to go until halftime. Looks like a lot of fresh faces out here for the Cougars.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, Jim. We got number 18, Jackson Childers, going to be kicking off. And after the personal foul, it's going to back him up.
Yeah, he's going to be kicking from the 25 right here.
25-yard line.
So Leslie County with a chance to get some good field position right here.
3 turnovers. And they're sort of dismantling a little bit.
So 43-0 at the half. Clock's going to continue to run down to 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. Leslie County, not going to have much time to do anything with it here as the clock continues to tick.
Probably out under a minute by the time we get it kicked off.
Yep. Lights are bright right now, and all the Cougar faithful seem to be pretty happy. As here comes the kick. He gets a nice kick up in the air. Fielded on the 34-yard line.
Mason Lewis with a nice little run back.
That time ran down from behind.
That looks like number 15.
And that's Gunnar Hall for his second special teams tackle tonight. But there was a flag on the play, and I'm not sure what the flag was. As the clock continues to tick.
We'll wait and see what the flag was.
Officials sort it out. So, that on Letcher Central, and at this point, you really don't like to see those at this point.
No, we need to get back to playing football.
Yeah, and that's going to probably do us here, and we'll come back here at the half and talk about some of the scores going on along around the region right now and check in and see what's going on. Yeah.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
It's that time again to save big and score huge savings on our back-to-school bundle. Come into Appalachian Wireless today to see how you can save over $1,000 when you pair your favorite devices. Because the more you pair, the more you save. It's a deal that lets you gear up the entire family for school while saving big in the process. Stop in today at one of your favorite Appalachian Wireless retail locations or visit us at AppalachianWireless.com to learn how you can help your student get back to school ready. Hurry! Offer ends August 31st or while supplies last. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
You need open heart surgery. Words no one wants to hear. But when it becomes your reality, you deserve care built on trust. At Hazard ARH, open heart surgery is performed by Dr. James Shoptaw, a cardiothoracic and vascular surgeon with over 29 years of experience. With skilled hands, strong faith, and proven results, Dr. Shoptaw and his team are with you every step of the way. Trust your heart to ARH and Dr. Shoptaw, a proud member of the ARH Care Network. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Hey, welcome back to Letcher County Central High School, home of the Cougars, as Cougars having a demanding lead here at the half, 43-0, as we're under a running clock. And, Brian, let's talk a little bit about what the Cougars have done right so far.
Well, Jim,
everything?
Just about everything. Everything they've tried's worked. I don't think Coach Matthews is going to be happy with some of the personal fouls, some of the penalties right now. But offensively, Holbrook has been extremely sharp.
Yeah, 6 touchdowns. Is that correct?
Yeah, and he's right on with the ball, passing. Our running game, with Garrett Howard, he's strong, good looking back. Mason Stevens, just offensively, they've
kind of did what they wanted to.
They've done what they wanted to do, and defensively, they're controlling the line as well. They're not giving Leslie very much time to do anything. However, the last drive there, Leslie put together a pretty good drive, and they ended up with a fumble.
Yeah.
But they did see some positive things there with getting the ball running in a little bit before they tried to get some of the passes going.
Well, let's talk about, there's a lot of big games going around in the region tonight, and the first one we got scores in on was Hazard, Whitley County.
Hazard and Whitley. Looks like Hazard is ahead 28-0 in that game, and Coach Chandler down there, this could, if he can hold on, this would make them 2-0.
Against a 5A and a 4A team.
Yes, absolutely.
And, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, Coach Chandler's team is really, really looking good. Shotall coming in, first-year starting quarterback. I'm very impressed with him. Not only is he a big, tall kid, but he's a very smart quarterback.
Smart. You can tell, he studies the game. He's really sharp, good with his reads, throws a nice ball.
Yeah, Gavin Johnson, what more can you say about him? I mean, he's got a couple of touchdowns tonight. Hazard looking really good before they move into district play. Breathitt County 29, Powell County 0.
And Breathitt getting on the winning track. They lost last week, and they were looking to bounce back. They lost to Middlesboro 50-36.
Yeah.
Against Middlesboro, pretty good ball club as well. But Breathitt's on the roll right now against Powell County.
Perry County and Bell, and boy, Perry County, 2 tough games to start the season with North Laurel and then Bell County.
Yeah, and that's a tough way to start your season. You've got two very good teams. Bell, they had a big win last week. They beat Campbellsville on the road 30-24 in a very good game. Campbellsville's a good ball club too. So Perry, again, like you say, 2 tough opponents 2 weeks in a row for them.
And it doesn't get any easier for Perry. They stayed in the 4A. They've got, Corbin looking down the barrel here in a few weeks. And but Bell County 36, Perry 8. In Jackson County, McGee, Kentucky, Knott County travels right there. And Knott 7, Jackson County 0.
That's good. We had the game last week with Knott, and they look good. They move the ball well. They've got some good receivers, a nice little quarterback, move the ball. That's good to be on the road, especially to Jackson County, and be ahead right now 7-0.
Martin County all over Pike Central, 44-0 right now.
Yeah, and I think that game's being played at Belfry. Pike Central last week, they lost to Greenup County, and Martin lost to Lawrence County, which Lawrence County is a very good ball club as well. Both those teams were 0-1 coming into the game tonight, and looked like Martin is going to try to get on the winning track there, 44-0 against Pike Central.
Yeah, and then on the state, that's all the local games we have. If you guys have any scores out there, you're tuning in, let us know what's going over there in the 15th region, the 13th region, and let us know what's going on. But on the state level, Louisville Trinity potentially looking like they're going to give Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass could potentially start 0-2 this year.
Yeah, that's something not unheard of.
After a big upset last week, I think Scott County knocked off Frederick Douglass, and Frederick Douglass has kind of been the UK pipeline with a lot of Division I players over there. But, guys, remember this name, Zane Johnson, quarterback for Louisville Trinity. Jay Cobb really hit a home run with this kid, and he is phenomenal. And if you've ever had a chance to watch a Trinity game, it's not like watching games around here.
Yeah, great athlete, super competitor, and right now, they are up 23-0 on Frederick Douglass.
23-0 on Frederick Douglass. So we've got about 4 minutes until we start the second half. So we're going to take one more break, and then we'll come back and get the second half action started here at LCC.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
School's in session, and so are the savings at Appalachian Wireless. Right now, get an iPhone 14 for just 1 penny. Yes, that's just 1 penny when you trade in any eligible device or sign up today for an unlimited or mix and match plan with a 2-year agreement. It's the perfect way to head back to school with the latest tech without breaking the bank. Hurry, this offer ends August 31st or while supplies last. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us on the web at appalachianwireless.com, because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Hey, welcome back to the Double Quick at the half. As we've ran over our scores, we know that Martin County just went final 44-0 over Pike County Central. So we're looking here to start the second half. Right now at this point, Letcher Central, you've kind of shown what you can do. Coach Hubbard, what do you tell your kids at the half over there, Brian? You're down 43-0, but, you're a young team. You're on a rebuilding year, so you've got to find some positives to move forward.
Some positives. I think you take those last couple of drives of that first half where they move the ball gave their quarterback some time, and you build off of that.
Yeah.
You know, we come back out this half, say, all right, guys, this is what we're going to do. We're
0-0.
We're going to run the ball. We're going to play this quarter and the next quarter. It's 0-0.
Yep.
We're going to try to get some things positive and build for next week and the week after, and keep their head up. There's nothing really to hang their head about. They're a young team rebuilding, and he knew that coming in.
Mm-hmm.
They returned 3 starters from last year's team. I think last year's team was probably, 6-5.
Yeah,
maybe.
6-5.
And when you lose the core of your team, and then you've got arguably your best player not playing tonight, it kind of puts you behind the 8 ball again against a team that's got a lot of experience, a lot of players back, that has played extremely well at home tonight.
Yeah, it's tough. And you know, Coach Hubbard, you know, is a first-year, you know, head coach. You know, he was an assistant. But, you know, like you said, 0-0. You're going to come out here, and we're going to look for bright spots wherever we can find them. Anxious to see. You know, I've been very impressed with number 5.
Absolutely, Mason
Lewis.
Again this week.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, definitely a bright spot. And I felt like that the quarterback, Hubbard, has threw the ball well when he's had time to throw it.
You know, and Lewis is a sophomore.
Yeah.
Hubbard is a junior.
Yeah.
So the future is bright.
So, you know, Letcher Central, we've got about 2 minutes left before they're going to kick it off. Everybody's ready to go, though. Everybody's lined up and ready. So as soon as the refs blow the whistle, we'll get underway here.
2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, so now it looks like the Letcher Central players, they're ready to go. We're just waiting for.
Well, they got it set back to 12 minutes now. We got back deep for Leslie.
They're going to switch sides.
Shepherd, yeah, we're going to.
You know, if you're Coach Matthews, you still want to execute, and if you get the younger guys a chance, it's a chance for them to be able to be evaluated and say, hey, I'm ready for the next level.
Absolutely, you know, maybe say, hey, Coach, I can help us in the future.
Yeah.
Get a chance here to show what they can do, and you want to make sure they keep playing clean.
Yeah.
Execute, do the things that Coach Matthews expects them to do.
So we're getting ready to kick off here, and it looks like we've got number 18. That's Sturgill, correct?
Yes, and back deep you got number 5, Mason Lewis, and I think that's 6, Caden Shepherd. Looks like the kick's going to go to Lewis.
It's kind of squirted past him. And Letcher Central going to get a face mask call right here, but he's tackled at the 5-yard line. But it's going to come out a little bit right here as a face mask, as the first guy came down and he juked him, but grabbed a little face mask as he went by.
His face mask. And, you know, if that ball hadn't got by him, you know, like we talked earlier, Lewis, he's dangerous.
Yeah, he's a very quick runner in a nice open field. Looks like we've got a injury on the field. Got a player down for Leslie County, but I believe he's getting ready to get up. He just got the wind knocked out of him right there as he gets up, and that was Lewis. But he's off and under his own power.
Jogging off.
So we're going to get underway right here, and it looks like they're going to take over on the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he's a tough young man. I think he's coming back in the huddle.
So clock moving, and as it will for the rest of the half. Leslie County getting their plays in. So Letcher Central defense getting set here. And this Letcher Central defense has really swarmed to the ball tonight, Brian.
They've been very active, Jim. Very active.
Now, we'll be off next week for Hometown 24, but you'll be able to catch us the following Friday at Perry Central for that rivalry game, Letcher Central, Perry Central.
Should be a good one.
Oh, yeah, Leslie County Twins left to the right. Shotgun formation, blitz coming. Looks like a run off the inside by 32. He changes directions, and he is just going to get swamped at about the 16-yard line.
I think that's Caleb Roberts in on that run.
They had receivers too.
So Letcher Central has Leslie County behind the stakes again. A 2nd and 15, it looks like. So Leslie County, the trips right, split left. Looks like an empty backfield for Leslie County.
Substitutions, he can get a little sloppy on it.
Ball snapped. Looks like pressure again. Ball down the middle of the field. It's picked off. Is that Stidham again on the interception? And he's got room down to the 10-yard line. He's going to be tackled. His 2nd interception of the night. Stidham's had a great game.
Yeah, that was, the quarterback had time. Yeah. Good looking pass. Stidham just jumped in the line there.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you're playing that zone defense, for a quarterback to be able to read the zone, it looks sometimes it's fool's gold. You'll see something open, and, that's lurking in the zone. He's playing that little bandit position from it's like a cross to the linebacker and a safety.
Had his eyes on the quarterback the whole time.
And read the quarterback and made the interception. So it looks like, is that Cooper Bates checking in at the quarterback position?
It's going to be Cooper Bates, the freshman. 6 foot, 170.
And that, I've heard the coaches have really talked well about Cooper, and he's been around his dad, a long-time football coach, Chad Bates, and Cooper, just a great kid, and has a chance to get to watch him.
Heard good things about him. Throws a nice ball. Good size young man.
Try to get some of these subs that come in. I see 75, Maverick Stamper in at tackle, number 9, and that is Caleb Osborne, 5'10 junior, checking in at the receiver spot. So it looks like wholesale substitutions for the Cougars right here.
Yeah, looks like Coach Matthews is going to see how our
number 76
is in, 54.
That is Tristan Wright, 76.
54, Braxton Baker, sophomore in as well.
Maverick Stamper will be snapping to Bates. The back beside him is
15. That's
Gunnar Hall. That's a come in motion here, hand off to Hall. Hall looks outside. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to break another tackle and rode down on the 5-yard line.
Nice run there. Nice.
Yeah, good wheels, that young freshman.
Leslie done a good job, though, on that, stretching the play out.
Yeah.
Pushed him more toward the sideline to give their pursuit time to catch up. Nice tackle.
Yeah, I like watching the young kids work. You see these kids are freshmen mostly, a few sophomores sprinkled in. Caleb Allman, number 5, also in the game, and he's going to be playing that H position, lined up in the left slot. Hall in the backfield alongside Bates, twins to the left, one to the right. Banks it tight end. Looks like there's an inside run by Bates, and he runs into his own player, and he is going to get down to about the 4-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he got stopped there.
Yeah, he had a hole and ran into his lineman.
His own man, and looked like number 9 for Leslie on the stop.
So we'll see Bates take the play here. 3rd and 2 for the Cougars. I know these young guys would like to punch a score in to tell the big boys they can do it. Leslie County needs to really bow their necks right here.
Get a stop. Have a good stand here on defense for them.
So Cooper Bates looks like twins to the left, split to the right. Ball handed off to Hall. It looks like he's not going to go anywhere right here as he loses a couple.
Yep, and that's number 9 again, Zach Couch on the tackle.
Yeah, Zach
first
really,
one there.
Looking good from that defensive set.
Yeah, that's 2 straight tackles for him.
So we'll be anxious to see if they try the field goal here as it's 4th from about looks like the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to send out Bates back out.
Yeah. 6 minutes, 24 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Letcher Central 43, Eagles 0. Leslie County defense tightening up a little here in the 3rd quarter as the clock continues to run. Bates in the backfield, Hall beside him, trips to the right, Banks lined up on the inside receiver. Bates is going to roll out and look to the right. He's going to be sacked.
He's sacked by 51 there. Isaiah Caldwell come through on the pursuit. He held the ball just a little bit long there, Jim Bob.
Yeah, and it's hard to run the boot to the short side of the field.
Yeah.
It's real crowded over there, and Bates didn't want to turn it over, and he ate one right there.
And that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of the ball. Show Coach Matthews, listen, I'm not going to cause us any trouble. Do something that might hurt our team. I'll just take the sack, and we'll turn it over on downs.
So and back here on the defensive side, it's kind of a mixture of some of the younger players and some of the older players. I still see Garrett Howard out there in linebacker position. Number 5, Caleb Allman now in at the other linebacker.
Yeah, we got 86, Preston Combs in. 88, Jude Adams.
Jude, the little brother of the kicker, Emma Adams. So, you've got some players sprinkled in and out here for the Cougars as Eagles trying to get a player off the field as the clock, but they're not going to call it, delay a game, and he looks downfield and pass broken up by Howard.
Pat, that was intended for Lewis again. And you can see Leslie trying to get the ball to Lewis. He's been a bright spot for them, and I don't blame him either.
Lewis can play on anybody's team.
He can play on any team. He's gotten the ball several times tonight and made some great plays so far.
He did. Something I'll say about Letcher, they're not afraid to throw it over the middle.
Yeah, that's clock continues to run. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Leslie County 2nd and 10 on their own 16-yard line. Looks like they're going to go into a trips formation to the right, split to the left, empty backfield as Lewis comes in motion and sets up his third receiver on the right side. Quarterback drops with a little pass across the middle. Nice play.
Nice play.
The receiver breaks out the first half.
Looks like
Caden Shepard.
Yeah, number 14 for the Cougars, and that is
That's going to be
Connor
Hall on the tackle.
Yeah, he came up really hard from that linebacker position to make the play.
Leslie, quarterback.
He's been accurate all night tonight.
He has been accurate.
He's threw a couple of picks, but a lot of those were due to pressure.
Yeah, but when he's had time, he throws a nice ball.
He does,
and he's on target.
Empty backfield once again for the Eagles as Lewis will line up in the slot to the right side. He's got a little bit more time. Blitz coming off to the right side,
nice move, get away. And got caught by the second bunch.
Yeah. And he kind of, when he booted into the blitz.
Into it, yeah. And that was 68 there on the tackle. That's Gavin Adams.
Gavin is, freshman as well. Sophomore.
Yeah. 6'6".
So this is going to bring up a 4th down, and if you're Leslie County here, it's kind of, I guess, just punt it away.
Yeah, they're going to punt it away. But, that was, even though that no yardage gain on that series, we did see some good things out of there, you know.
I agree.
6'4", 300 pound ain't going to hurt him either.
So Leslie County back to punt.
A lot of these young Cougars getting in here.
Looks like, is that Stevens still back deep? Or
9, that is.
It's a bad snap, and that's going to go out of the end zone for a safety.
I think it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that's going to be a safety. So the woes continue for Leslie County. So that's going to increase the score to 45-0. And the Cougars will also receive the ball. We're going to take a break right here and come back in just a second.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
Okay, we're back here at Letcher Central. It's the third quarter almost done. Letcher Central 45, Eagles nothing. It's been a tough game for Leslie County. Pretty much, Gunnar Hobrooks came out and threw 6 touchdowns. I don't know if he had 6 or 5 touchdown passes. I think Garrett Howard might have ran one in. I'm not for sure.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But he's looked really good after a rough performance last week at Johnson Central. He's back on track, and the receivers, not many drops out there tonight.
Not many. Mason Stevens has caught several nice balls. Jet Outlaw Has caught some nice balls.
Stidham as well looked good in receiving the ball. Howard's caught the ball out of the backfield, as well as Brett Sturgill. So
he's run the ball well. I mean, the Cougars have looked very, very good offensively here tonight.
And, I'm sitting here thinking, I don't remember the last time that Letcher Central has played Leslie County. This is, I know we played them in JV a few times, but I should have checked that. This may be one of the first times we played Leslie County.
It could possibly be.
Leslie County is going to kick a little onside kick, and it is going to be recovered by Letcher Central on the 38-yard line.
Here we have another late hit. No flags on it.
So clock continues to tick, and that'll finish us up here in the third quarter. And then we'll get ready to start the fourth quarter. Pretty much at this point now, it's just, both teams, playing a lot of young kids and just kind of see what's going on.
We've got 73 Weston Vanderpool checking in for the Cougars.
So we'll take a break right here and come back for the final 12 minutes of the game, and we'll be back in just a second.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
We're back here at Letcher Central, and looks like we're going to have a false start on the play. And
it is. It's a false start on the offense. False start on the Cougars. Which costs the Cougars 5. They'll back it up.
So that'll be first and 15 for the Cougars as the ball is spotted on the 44-yard line of the Cougars. And, as these young kids getting in for the first time in this atmosphere, you're a little nervous out there.
The bright lights are on.
They are.
And, they're going to have some nerves.
Maverick Stamper comes to the ball at the center position. Looks like Bates is going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off once again to Gunnar Hall as he bounces it outside. Got a good head of steam, runs the ball extremely hard, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and down to the 23-yard line. Great run by Gunnar Hall.
Yep,
he is fired up.
He has got some speed.
He does.
Nice tackle by number 8, Colin Lumerdo, and number 5, Mason Lewis, still in there for the Eagles on the tackle.
So that's going to be a first down for the Cougars.
Showed a good head of steam.
Hall is fairly quick.
He is quick.
10:30 to go in the ball game.
I coached his father. He was not as fleet of foot as young Gunner is.
Not quite as fast as Gunner.
No.
Again, they have wideouts each way.
So twins to the left, twins to the right. Bates look at the defense over, takes the snap. He's going to drop back and pass this time, but there's a flag on the play. Maybe false start again. I'm not for sure.
False start, I think, maybe.
That's some teaching points for the coaches next week.
And boy, when you're a young guy and you get in that film room and they start pointing that out, it can sure make you want to hide.
Make you want to run and hide on those days.
You're so excited,
But that's how you learn,
But it's a learning experience.
No, it is. It is. And number 9, Osborne, I coached his father, Jonathan Osborne, one of the better skill players that came through Fleming Neon. Bates throws down the field, got a receiver open. That was Banks, number 10, and good pass. Banks just couldn't hold on to it. He comes up a little gimpy right there. Banks a nice target, about 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, he's 6'2", sophomore. And then you've got Bates as the freshman quarterback. That could be a future connection.
Yeah. The young players from Letcher Central, a lot of promise out there.
That was a good-looking pass by Bates.
Oh, yeah.
So back into the Twins to the left, Twins to the right. Hall alone back in the backfield. Ball snapped to Bates. He's looking down. The blitz is on. He throws one up deep into the corner, and I don't know if it's the wrong route or a misread, but it went right through the hands of the guy in white.
Of 13, Preston Cash had a chance for an interception there. Just couldn't haul it in.
So 3rd and 15 for the Cougars. So Bates will have a chance here behind the stakes. They can get a first down. Got to get to about the 14-yard line for the first down. Twins to the left, Twins to the right.
When they're using real bullets, it's different.
So looks like the stunt is on for Leslie County. Bates rolls, throws to Banks, and broken up. Nice defensive play by Leslie
Mason
County.
Lewis, number 5, Mason Lewis had his hands
he's
on
everywhere.
that one. He's all over the place. He's had a very good game tonight.
He has.
Both sides of the ball.
DB was in pretty good position.
And that's, you look at a Leslie County team that is a little short of numbers, and, Letcher Central's platooned in, probably played 30 kids, and majority of Leslie County players haven't came out.
No, they've had to play both sides, both ways.
As the clock continues to tick, 7:28 left in the fourth quarter, 45-0 Cougars. 4th and 15. Let's see if Bates can rally the younger squad for a first down right here. Looks like the pressure is going to come from Leslie County as they send about 7 defenders in. He throws a nice ball deep just out of the fingertips of
just over the head of 86 there, looks like maybe. Preston Combs. Is that who that is?
Yeah, he really beat his defender. Bates just a little too much air under it.
Just a little. But again, a nice ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure he would like to get that the second squad to get a score in.
Oh, yeah. Those young guys are chomping
they're
at the
chomping
bits.
at the bits to try to get it in there.
So now looks like Cougars now all young kids on the defensive side. See if Leslie County can get something going as the clock continues to tick. 6 minutes, 25 seconds. They take the ball over on the 27-yard line, their own 27.
As we've been telling you, the Cougars they got a lot of the young cubs in there.
So Leslie County will come to the ball here, and Leslie County really needs to end something with a positive note right here. I'm sure the coach would love to get a score on the board.
Move the ball down the field, get a score, get something positive to work for next week.
Empty backfield for the Eagles as they look downfield across the middle of the field. Great pass on just a little seam route up the middle, and just couldn't haul it in.
Yep.
And he catches that one. I think he's checking out.
I believe he's going to the house.
Yep.
That was a nice-looking pass, just right through the hands of his receiver there. But again, a good play, good-looking play, and I've been impressed with Leslie's quarterback, the way he throws the ball.
Well, I thought he threw the ball well against Williamsburg.
I did too.
When he had time. Empty backfield again for the Eagles. Quarterback looks downfield. He's going to throw it back into the seam again, and this one just through the outstretched hands of number 6, Caden Shepard. So 5 minutes left as the clock continues. 3rd and 10 for the Eagles.
Because the Cougars are bringing pressure.
And Letcher Central's young group here, they're still putting the pressure on him.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get to the quarterback, playing hard. Leslie's trying to give him some room, get some space, get the ball out to their playmakers.
Yeah, and it's very interesting. You watch this defense, it's almost like an offensive scheme from the defensive side. They run a lot of stunts and twists with their linemen to open up lanes for their linebackers. And here, looks like they've got 6 guys on the line of scrimmage. They're going to bring all 6. A little out route right there, and nearly jumped by number 15. That's Gunnar Hall.
Gunnar Hall again on a good defensive play.
And that's going to bring up 4th down. Not much time off the clock for the Eagles.
Yeah, it's going to bring up 4th down. 10 to go. With 4 11 to go, and the clock is running 45-0 Cougars. It's been a big.
So 4 minutes to go, and this game pretty much in the books. But these young guys rest 45-0. Looking on to next week.
During the best times of their lives.
Cougars have. Do you have what the schedule for next week is?
Yeah, I do.
Lecher County drops back 4th down. It's going to throw down the middle of the field, complete for the first down. A nice play
by Caden Shepard. Good catch and run.
And Hubbard once again puts the ball right on the money right there.
Next week, Letcher Central will play Shelby Valley.
And that one will be here
at
Letcher
Central. And Leslie County will travel to Powell County.
Okay, Leslie County quickly under center. Empty backfield. Going to throw the little hitch route in the middle of the field to Shepard. Shepard shakes one runner.
Nice
Two,
run.
He's carrying guys down. He's going to get another first down to about the 37-yard line.
That's a nice play there by Hubbard. Nice catch by Shepard.
2 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock as it continues to tick. 45-0 Letcher Central. Leslie County moving down the field quickly. Empty backfield again. Hubbard looks downfield. He's going to go for a nice one down the field, but it's picked off by Hall, number 15, who has been everywhere on the young kids out there. He is an excited young man as he comes off the field, doing his best Macho Man Randy Savage impersonation.
He just about wiped out Braxton Baker there for us with the headbutt. He's so excited.
So Letcher Central will take over 1st and 10 on the 29-yard line. 2 minutes left on the clock. Great crowd, great night for football across the mountains.
And everybody's hung around.
Yeah.
Really bounced back this week.
Looks like Bates lined up.
Couldn't wait to get back out here.
Ball handed off to Hall, and Hall runs the ball hard.
Nice tackle by Donovan Williams, number 27 for the Leslie County Eagles, who's a freshman, another young player in.
And I'm sure coaches have probably got the kids the reps.
So
They would like this game to be over and nobody would
a minute 22 left as Bates takes the play in. Probably time for one more play, and that'll do it.
And that should finish it up.
So I think, Brian, we can go ahead and safely say our Alice Lloyd College player of the game would be our quarterback tonight, Gunnar Holbrook. Would you agree?
I would agree with you, Jim. He had an excellent game tonight. We talked about him earlier.
And he kind of had to prove that tonight, coming off of a rough start against Johnson Central. But it was all aces for Gunnar Holbrook tonight.
Very good.
As he distributed the ball to a variety of receivers, and I think he ended up with 5 touchdown passes tonight.
And not very many incompletions.
No. And kudos to the offensive line for giving him time up there and those receivers for catching the ball. So it all came together tonight, and I'm sure that Coach Matthews will find a few things that I've never seen a coach yet.
A good coach always does, don't they?
But, I think that will do it here at Letcher County Central tonight.
Coach Matthews telling them not to snap the ball.
And that will finish us up here at Letcher Central. We are off next week. Then look for us at Perry Central the following Friday as Perry Central and Letcher Central for an old-fashioned rivalry game over there. And for Brian Johnson, I'm Jim McCauley, and this will wrap us up for the game tonight. Thank you, guys, and stay tuned.
Good night.
Night, guys.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.